Good morning, everyone. We are D&D Breakfast Club. We are a group of friends from Minnesota that get together every Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. CDT to play some Dungeons & Dragons. We are here to chronicle our journey and hope that you enjoy your stay. This stream is live play, but we won't be interacting with the chat much, and we won't be taking your opinions of crazy things to do.
Sometimes we might.
If you have any questions about the campaign or any questions at all, feel free to ask and I'll get to them during the break or after the game. There is an ongoing giveaway going on. At 10 subscribers, we are at 6 of 10. We will be giving away my green translucent dice set. This is labeled Player Killer, and I'm only going to be using it until I give it away.
Wait, you're not going to use it after you give it away?
I'm only going to be using it until I give it away. No other D20s.
Oh, so you'll be using only
strictly. And
well, we just got to cheer.
I don't know what that is, but I'm watching this.
That's I think that's bits.
Oh, whoa, bits.
What's
bits? Bits?
I'm not really.
I think I got them for free.
I think it's a cake.
I'm pretty close to free.
It looks like a cake to me.
I'll take cake.
Remember that you can link your Amazon to Twitch and get a free subscriber every month. You don't have to use it on us, but you could if you want.
Do it.
This is session 9. I'm going to go with 9.
Session 9.
Yeah, that's correct.
Of a campaign titled Mad Magnus Monroe. I don't have any rules recaps. I don't have any inspirations after the fact. I think I gave out a couple inspirations last game, mostly to Artigan for his very clever uses of spells. One thing I did want to maybe have you research a little, I didn't have time to look it up. Bards might have a plus to initiative because of their jack of all trades.
You do.
So if you're not counting that, make sure to count that. Okay.
It's a +1 even with that.
It's half your proficiency bonus, right?
Yeah.
That's what I have.
And we're going to do a recap of last game. I'm going to roll it randomly, but it's only going to be Alex or Brian recapping us. So one of you two.
God.
Brian.
Well done.
Brian. All right. So if you have not been following along, we are currently stuck under the town of Riverstorm. Poor Mr. Cooper over here lost a leg almost immediately due to some ill-advised chasing. And then, so now Merritt, hero of our little story, is stuck in the Underdark with a suicidal fallen angel, a tiefling who pretends he's not a tiefling and hates all tieflings, and a heartbroken blacksmith's bard who does not blacksmith or write songs.
Pretty much.
And we're wondering why I'm struggling to get out of here. We are currently at a Temple of Shar, where we're hoping to get Deller and Cooper's leg back, or repaired, or regrown, or mechanically reassembled, something along those lines. We made it here after a rather perilous shortcut in which the most selfish, childish, former fallen angel I've ever met decided to commit suicide and abandon his 3 friends in the Underdark.
I was just listening to you, dear readers.
Luckily, our friend Art here is quick with the feather fall, and so we all decided to slowly descend through the treacherous spider webs and whatnot, and we all survived again.
Thanks, guys.
By miracles. And it's us plus a small goblin named Hack and/or Slash. Not really sure what his whole story is yet, but Hack, the goblin, is with us and is a rather, well, I wouldn't say unwilling, but not the most gregarious fellow, and he's hoping to probably use us as some sort of free pass to get out of the Underdark. And so we have a a temporary and tenuous relationship with the poor fellow. Here's hoping he survives.
He'll die.
And
Yeah.
like I said, right now we're at the Temple of Shar, and we are currently waiting to get a meeting with Trullguff, who is the second of command to the Underworld King. Some of those names and/or terminologies are absolutely incorrect,
Well,
but
sounds good
I'm
there.
running with it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Trullguff.
All right. Thank you for that recap. We left you guys at the communal housing of the devotees of Shar. And that's where we left off. So I don't know if you all had any plans for the rest of the night. I know you received some texts about Shar and what she is all about. The mistress of secrets, the mistress of the dark, the goddess of night. I don't know if you guys had any specific plans. Pax there eating his meal. He seems content for now.
I'm gonna sleep. That's
Yeah.
my plan for tonight.
Definitely.
I'm gonna read for maybe an hour if I last that long, and then I'll fall asleep too.
Okay. Everyone else is thinking about going to sleep. Everyone gets a long rest. If you had any damage on you, it all is repaired. If you had any spell slots that you've used during the day, those all are back. You gain half your hit dice back if you had used any. And morning comes. A knock at the door, early morning, raps on the door.
I'll get up and go to the door.
Okay. You open the door, and Kalindra, the beautiful high priestess, the drow with pale eyes, and she has long black hair, is there. I'm here to take you to Trullguff.
Wonderful. Is everyone awake?
Everyone wakes up.
All
with
right,
the
wiggle their
knock.
toes.
All right.
I grab feet and shake them until everyone's awake. Okay, up we go. Take the crutches. Get up. Yeah.
So you guys all get up. She walks you through the underdark city of Grak'Thindalin. It's a pretty expansive city for being underground, and all the buildings are dwarven stonework, very intricately made. A lot of them look Gothic in style. The stonework is immaculate. And she leads you towards a castle that's built into the cavern wall. And it is very tall for being underground. It's about 200 feet high at its tallest tower. It has 5 towers throughout the castle. It has a wall that goes all the way around. And it has a second wall that goes all the way around, with the in-between being the clear killing field. She walks you through the first gate and speaks with the guards. They quickly let her in. The guards there are Duergar. They all wear these metal faceplates that look very Vikingish in style. Some have short horns, some don't have horns, and they all have that hanging faceplate that goes just over the eyes and the nose and stops at the mouth. She walks you up to the castle doors. The guards there let her in. And the man there that greets you is this old and decrepit Duergar. He looks extremely old for a dwarf, and he has long, scraggly white hair. He's dressed nice, but in a servant fashion. I will take you all. Come with me. He walks you through these halls of this castle. And while he's walking, he's just kind of talking in general, maybe not to anyone in particular. This is the Bloodstone Castle. It's been around for hundreds of years, made from the blood of our enemies. He is ahead of you, not looking at anyone.
Are we walking? When we walk past like a building, I want to touch it. Does it feel like
Stone?
yeah?
Stonework?
Is it stone? Is it dried blood? Is it mountains of scabs of
Okay.
gross?
As you get close to the wall and you run your hand across, it's polished smooth, completely smooth. It does have a lot of red that's in the stonework itself. You don't think it's blood. That wouldn't make sense. It looks like some sort of stone that's red, or maybe even some sort of gemstone that's been mixed in with the stonework. It's very, very intricately laid, one on top of the other.
You ever see anything like this? You ever do any stonework? Just metal.
Mostly deal with metal. I could probably try roll it to see if I recognize the stone.
Stonework?
Yeah.
You can give me a history check. It's not really up your alley. It's not like stone cutting of a dwarf.
Let's see, history you said? 12.
You get about the same feeling. You're not really sure.
Okay.
You do believe it is dwarven, but besides that, you're not sure. He leads you through a long hallway with doors on each side. Some of the doors are just archways with no actual door. They're just entryways into other rooms. You pass what you think are 3 dining rooms and maybe, I don't know, 10 bedrooms. And you keep going down the hall until you open up into a larger chamber. You have to walk through a set of double doors, and in this larger chamber, it looks almost like a library. If there weren't so many tables set up with, got a lot of herbs and spices on these different tables. There's a cauldron, there's so many alchemy supplies strewn about. There is a bed in the back corner. It's a very finely crafted bed with a top that hangs over, and there's a desk and a chair facing you guys, and there's this old dark-skinned dwarf, a Duergar, with this long white beard and red that's strewn into the strands of his white beard. Maybe died. Most likely died. He is bald on the top of his head, and the beard starts at the chops all the way down. Doesn't have a mustache. He has these red markings on his forehead, almost like an upside down triangle, except they're not connected at the ends. Seems to be tattooed there. Wearing a long red robe. He has a staff leaning against the desk. He has a shield on the other side of the desk leaning against it. And there is a younger dwarven girl that's standing at his side at attention.
A regular dwarf or a dark dwarf?
A regular dwarf.
Oh, snap. Listen, this guy's into some illicit shit down here in the Underdark.
And the old dwarf that met you at the door leaves you here.
Thank you for bringing us.
He bows his head and walks out of the room. The man at the desk, assuming this is Trullguff, sits there for another 3 minutes before acknowledging anyone, unless you guys want to do anything within this time.
Making you nervous yet?
Me?
Hmm?
Why am I nervous?
This is pretty intense.
I mean, at least no one's trying to actively murder us right now. That's cool.
Guess that's right.
I'm okay anywhere that I am. Like, it's fine. Yeah, I guess I even do pretty well on the battlefield, so I'm probably okay with that too. I wish I had another leg.
Yeah.
But that's what we're here. So we wait.
Well,
So
let's
we
go.
do. Yeah, let's just wait.
I would recommend not approaching till he acknowledges us. be very busy. Last thing we want to do is irritate him
I don't
before
wanna-
we
yeah.
get started.
I don't want to upset the man who might be able to give me.
Kind of wait to make eye contact when he looks up.
So, a few minutes pass. Eventually, he's at the other side of the room. He turns towards the dwarf girl and says something, but you're too far away to hear him. He stands up and he walks over to this long table that has a mortar and pestle and other different things on it, different alchemy supplies, scrolls. He has started grinding something in the mortar and pestle. She looks over at you guys and motions you over to the table.
How, when you say that she's young, how young? Is she like,
Teenage.
Okay, so not like Andromeda. Not like
No.
a little kid. Okay, cool. I crutch over. Doop, 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 doop. Chink, to chink, to chink, to chink, to chink.
You have your crutches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I crutch over. Chink, to chink, to chink, to chink. That's my crutch noise.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
He's standing right next to her. He's grinding something and he's not looking up. She looks up at you guys. Welcome, outsiders. You are in the presence of Trullguff Velhig. How may we? And as she says, how may we? He looks up and she flinches immediately as he just backhands her in the face. And he says something, well, something that you guys don't understand, unless you speak Dwarven.
I
I
actually
don't
speak
think so.
Dwarven.
Boom shakalaka.
Something that you would understand, Artigan. He says, that is not a proper introduction. He looks up at you guys. I am Trullguff Velhig, second son to King Hartoth of Velhig, first son of Harth of Velhig, King of the Underdark, King of Grak'Thindalin, King of the Duergar, King of Hearthmere, and of all the creatures within. That is how you do a proper introduction. He says in Dwarven again, so he goes back from Common to Dwarven. Anyone speak Undercommon? Anyone
I'm afraid
speak
I do.
Dwarven?
I'll say in Dwarven, I speak Dwarven.
Then I will treat with you, he says in Dwarven. I know why you're here. He looks up at the dwarf girl whose face is now starting to swell right here, and it adds one more bruise. As you get closer, you can see two the mini bruises that she has.
Oh,
Not just on her
man.
face, she has some on her neck, some on her bare arms. She's wearing simple clothing, but you can tell these are the clothing of slaves. Leave my presence, he says to her. She walks out of the room. He continues grinding something in his mortar and pestle. Adds a few more ingredients to it. I know why you were here. You want my power. You want my healing power.
Yes.
Do you have anything to offer me?
May I consult with my group?
Go ahead and consult.
Do we have anything that we would like to offer him?
For
For healing power?
I mean, I'll pay him what's a leg worth to him? I'll pay him for it.
yeah, I would let's quickly go over what we have, and I would imagine this is quite near top priority. So if you can beat out a bit of an asking price, feel empowered to make what bargain you will. We trust you.
How much money do we have?
Let's see.
Have
50 platinum, 1,975 gold, 2,200 silver, 314 copper. I also have an amulet of proof against detection and location, which might be helpful for him if he's trying to move unlocated through the city. I can't help but think this guy's got a lot of money. Maybe money is not what he needs. Maybe he needs something else.
Maybe ask him as to not insult him with any kind of offer that we would provide.
And maybe
Ask him what do we want.
What kind of things could we give you that you would need? You are like, basically, he's the second in line or something. So he probably has a lot of things that we can't give him, and all the things that we can give him, he could probably get. We should ask him what he wants.
I would recommend maybe seeing if he needs anything done in the overworld, someplace that he doesn't normally go. That might have a bit of an advantage on that.
Don't agree to anything open-ended. I don't like open-ended favors.
Okay.
We trust you. Just what you know.
I'll switch back to Dwarven. Say,
Go ahead and give me an insight.
natural one.
Oh man,
That was a different die. I have to say.
all the time. Do you have inspirations?
So,
Do you have inspirations?
I do have an inspiration. I suppose now would be. Should I use this one? I don't even know which one to use. Natural 20.
Boom!
Okay, well...
Okay, it's super worth it.
Yeah, that was a totally good inspiration move.
Nice. With a natural 20 in your insight, the whole time he's been grinding the mortar and pestle and you guys have been talking between yourselves,
He's been listening.
you understand that he knows everything you're saying.
Mhm.
He probably speaks pretty fluently, although he did greet you guys in common. He is probably pretty fluent in common as well, and he's been listening to everything you say
Okay.
and patiently listening.
I'll say in Dwarven, I imagine wealth is something that you have a lot of at the moment. Would you be interested in a amulet of proof of detection or an alchemy jug by chance?
My powers, not only will you be paying me a price, he says in Dwarven, one of my prices is blood for blood. He says, Ardol Yath Ardol. In Dwarven is blood for blood, but he looks to everyone else, and to you he goes, blood for blood.
Is it in Dwarven?
In common.
Uncommon. I don't understand what exactly you mean by that, but if you clarify, I'm sure that I'll be willing to make the payment.
Switches back to Dwarven. And looks at you and treats with you still.
Hey, fuck you, not Dwarven.
I want the amulet. I want the favor. And I will restore your friend's leg to whole better than it ever was.
That sounds very generous of you. What would the favor be?
2 offerings of blood. One from your friend. The High Priestess has been harboring a foul spawn. I want it dead, out of my city.
Yeah. That's not
It's
good.
like I can't take notes. I can't hear it.
Right.
You guys aren't listening to
No,
Dwarven.
No, we don't know. I'm like poking shit with my crotch.
When you say blood from him, are you meaning a pint of blood? I mean, what are we talking? Just want to be
I
clear.
want enough blood that if you decide to not go through with it, I will find you.
Ask him, incidentally, if we can buy a slave from him. I need someone to carry my stuff when my leg is healing.
This leaf is invaluable to me, he says in common.
Not for sale?
Not for sale.
Pity.
So what's he asking? What is going? What's holding up this trade?
He wants enough blood from Ellerin over here to be able to find us if we decide to back out of the deal. He wants the, I believe it was the proof of detection amulet.
Okay.
And then also on top of that, he would like us to take care of someone that the priestess has been harboring.
What priestess?
The one that brought us here? Who
Sounds
is she
like-
harboring?
I didn't get that information yet. Still working on that.
Did he describe them at all?
No. Who is the one that the priestess has been harboring?
She has a child, a demon, foul spawn.
Are we? What priestess are we talking about right
The
now?
one that brought us here. She's
Trullguff.
harboring somebody.
The nice lady that we met yesterday that brought us to our rooms.
Is there any more information you can give us?
I don't know where she keeps him. They've had too many complaints.
So wait. Give us the deeds, Art. What's going on?
Doesn't know where she keeps, but said it's a demon spawn. Do you have a description?
There's 4 arms and looks like a demon.
Is this thing big and nasty? It's gonna be a gnarly fight. or what?
4 arms and looks like a demon.
No offense, guys, but I have no problem killing demons.
Are we saying we're taking this then? It's your blood he's taking.
That's not the part that bothers me. Agreeing to kill someone I don't know bothers me a little bit. Like,
A demon makes it better, I guess. But
look at our 2 friends here. Does it
that's
really?
true.
Like,
I am not a demon.
you're a fiend, correct?
Oh, I don't want to keep this guy waiting. What would you like to put for an answer?
I think that we should take a quick census because although I'm okay with doing sort of, questionable things, it feels wrong to me to betray the trust of the priest that took us in overnight and led us here and helped us make the deal. Like, I'm pretty sure she probably doesn't want us to kill this thing. And so, yeah, you know what I mean? What do you guys think? Like, I'll do it, but it's definitely probably not the right thing to do.
I am also concerned. I'm not certain any life is worth. I'm not sure any limb is worth a life.
Yeah, the math doesn't really add up. I can always get the crappy leg and try to limp out of here.
That's gonna take so long, though.
I mean,
You also have to think about it too. She's also the Maiden of Secrets, so maybe she knew what this gentleman here would like us to do, and knew that we would go after the demon. That's her plan.
just to kill us when we go back to after the demon.
Now that she wants the demon killed, possibly. Leading us here to get us to kill him.
She could just ask us to do it.
Maybe there's something else we can do.
Ask if there's anything else we can do. I feel uncomfortable with this. If he says no, then we can I'll hobble out and we'll get that shitty leg and I'll live out. wait a few days for a she leg, I could do that. I'm not really happy about it, but, you know, I haven't been really happy about a lot of things since you guys decided to cut my leg off, so that's okay.
You're taking this with good stride.
Turn tricky.
Careful.
I'm gonna stab you when you sleep.
I'll switch back to Dwarven and say, my compatriots are not for killing someone or something that we have not met. Do you have any other requests we could fulfill? Otherwise, I believe our business here is done.
Demon is already dead. He's been sentenced. The king has decreed it. It would just be speeding up the process. And he switches to common, looks at everyone. And there might be business that we need on the surface. King has been summoned. Riverstorm. Help. Take his retainer there. Speak with the king.
Well, that's our in with the king.
Do you think if we had particular luck here, we could possibly enlist the king's army to join us east of the wall?
This king? I take any army I can get.
And right now we're trading for a leg. I don't know if we have enough bargaining chips to be able to get an army.
Obviously not.
But if we do prove ourselves useful in this, there's a chance we could assault Magnus on two fronts, from the west and from below.
Why does she harbor the demon?
Didn't ask her.
Well, then we will.
He did also mention that the demon's already been sentenced to death by the king. So, saying we're speeding up the process, not really.
You'll have to play executioner one more time.
Okay.
If you don't want to kill this thing, take our retainer to the surface. Give me the amulet. I'll take that ring too. I'll make your leg as good as new. Better than new.
Oh, well, that's...
But the price just went up.
You don't have to take a life.
Or
If you're so worried about it.
taking a retainer instead of a life, I'd say that's increasing price.
What if we kill the demon and take the retainer up, get the leg, and also maybe later on we can call upon some of you to help us assault Magnus Monroe? Would you be willing to do that?
You do all that, retainer will need help. Be a slave. They'll go with him.
Generally a slave?
She isn't for sale, but she'll go up to the surface.
Makes her so special to you.
She is my niece.
Like, but pause. Out of game. They're obviously different races, right? Like,
Duergar and Dwarven.
yeah, but I mean,
Niece, by definition, means at least 50% somebody else's family.
okay. We can bring them up. We can't promise we can bring them back. How's that? Things might get weird once we're there.
I know where to find you if I need.
Fair enough.
Come.
Hey,
As you
guys.
walk up to the table,
So, we're gonna kill the demon. We're gonna bring him upstairs, and we're square. Alright.
he has you hold out your hand. He takes a knife out.
I don't
He
have
grabs your wrist, pulls it over the mortar and pestle,
Yep, slam.
and right across the palm.
Okay.
He turns your hand over.
That's going to take you off at the elbow.
Yeah. Take an arm for leg. No.
Blood for blood, I said.
Yeah. All right.
The blood drips in until it fills up at the bottom about that full half an inch. Come wait outside for 10 minutes.
Who, me?
All of you. Send Nora back in.
Don't you need me for to heal the stump and stuff?
I will
All right.
summon you.
Okay.
We go outside. Yeah, I was waiting for the sound.
You all walk outside where Nara is waiting 10 paces beyond the door.
Ask her, is he your uncle?
Here's my uncle.
By blood?
He asked for us to send you in.
She walks in past you, doesn't say anything else. And you guys are now waiting outside. If you have anything to talk about or do now, you have about 5 minutes.
I mean, there's ears everywhere, I'm sure.
Oh. I'm having troubles following this.
Okay, so we're going to kill the demon. We're going to bring her and an emissary to the surface so that they can meet with the king of Riverstorm. And he's going to give me my leg back. And maybe in the future, if they're favorably disposed, they'll lend us some stout arms and short stubby legs and assaulting Mad Magnus Monroe. Because I have a couple plan Bs that I'd like to talk to you guys about. Riverstorm doesn't like me. If we go up there and we try to negotiate for some troops from those guys, I have to wear the hat, for sure. But also, if they don't send the troops, we need a different plan, because Magnus will cross the wall in the spring and lay waste to the settlements west of the wall. So my plan basically is if we can get the soldiers, that's great. The soldiers bulwark the wall. They try to keep him hemmed in east of the wall. We cross the wall and try to kill him before he brings his troops over in the spring. The faster he dies, the less other people will go with him. Right? If we can't get the army, my vote is that we still cross the wall and try to find him and surgically take him out before he can muster the troops to cross the wall. But if we had some of these guys to lead us in through some, underground passageways, if there are any, or to come up under his castle to provide a distraction for us when we go in to kill him, it would make things a lot easier. That's if they still like us when we're done doing all this stuff. That's a big if.
You think they'd be able to get their forces all the way
Here to there?
underground?
I don't know. I mean, some of these guys never come up and they have to get around somehow, so I imagine there must be like underground roads just like above ground roads.
There's probably also underground kingdoms and they probably don't get along.
All above ground people have the same problems. They navigate it. I'm sure they could figure it out.
Well, we'll see.
I don't
There's a
understand
lot
it,
of
but
ifs.
I'm with it.
A lot of ifs, so
A lot of
just
ifs.
gotta wait until they...
Life is full of ifs. Like, if your friends cut your leg off or not. That's an if.
Did you trade the amulet and the ring?
No, I traded neither. I made deals service for service. We kill the demon, bring the emissary up top, he gives me a leg to get it done. If we welch out, probably finds me and boils my blood. Some kind of weird sorcery, I don't know. Something bad happens.
Whose blood was in the vial that you wore around your neck that you gave to the other?
I didn't give it to him yet. I give it to him if we get a leg. And we don't end up killing them all trying to get to the demon that they're harboring. I mean, if we go there and tell them we're here for the demon, we gotta do the deed. And they say over our dead bodies, march in, do the deed, march out, I don't have to give up the vial.
It's another thing, too.
Win-win.
If, even if we go to the priestess, depends on how much she wants that vial. She might be willing to trade the vial for the...
I made a deal for the vial.
I know,
The vial is
but-
hers if she wants it. She just has to live long enough to take it.
But that's what I'm saying, though, is if we get this service because we're killing the demon, then she gets the vial. If we don't kill the demon, We don't get the service.
No.
She doesn't get the vial.
We get the service, so we don't kill the demon. Then he kills for us.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm getting a leg now. I can't kill the demon without a
I
leg.
suppose. Yeah.
I can't even kill one of you without a leg. How am I going to kill a foreign demon?
You can't kill one of us with a
You are summoned back in. Nara opens the door. You may come, but just you.
You're back, guys.
Look.
He crutches his way in. She walks you to the back, where there's another set of doors. And through those doors, they're already ajar. She walks you into this hallway. And as you start going down this hallway, you can tell that whatever this used to be has been converted into somewhat of a dungeon. There's cells. There's people that are in the cells. Slaves. Chained at the feet. She walks you past 4 cells into another small room.
Who's in the cells?
You want to take a peek?
Yeah. I mean, if they're open barred, if they're like all closed,
They're
I'm not going to
open barred.
stop and peek.
There's a couple doors that have just a window slat,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a couple that are open barred.
I'll just look at the open barred ones as I go away.
You pass by and you see one elf, not drow, just elf, that's in the back corner. His head is somewhat down. You can see his ears poking up. That's how you know he's an elf. And he doesn't look up as you pass by. In fact, he kind of shudders a little. And actually, that's all you see. The other cell is empty. You walk into the next room, and you see a room designed for torture. A room designed for killing.
Place.
You see a man that is hanging up by his feet who has been blooded. And he's hanging over a large bathtub style bathtub. If they had those in the medieval times. I think they probably do.
Yeah.
And the blood has been dripping into the bathtub.
Is the guy dead? The hanging guy?
Pretty dead.
Okay. Then I don't feel so bad. He's just not
Freshly
suffering.
dead.
Yeah. Well, I feel no compassion for the dead. They're the lucky ones. That's my flaw.
Come,
Okay. Ching, ching, ching.
give me the amulet.
I thought we made the deal for the 2 trips.
I want the amulet. How will I find you if you don't do my deal? If I don't have the amulet?
Okay. That's a pretty good one. I think we need to keep negotiations open then, because if we made the deal of the leg for the 2 trips and you want the amulet, I can understand. I'm willing to give you the amulet. It makes perfect sense to me. I want your slave.
I sent her to the surface with you. I think there was a misunderstanding. I always wanted the amulet.
Huh. It was a misunderstanding.
You want to back out now? He looks up at the man hanging.
No, I don't want to back out now. She's coming to the surface with us, but is she coming back down after we're done up there?
She will come back down with the retainer.
Okay. How long will you be able to find me for the rest of my life?
Why would I tell you that?
Well, I feel like we had a misunderstanding, so I don't want to back out, but I just like to know more about it. I'm okay with it. I just want to know how long. If you tell me forever, then okay.
I'm not telling you that.
Alright. I give him the amulet.
Takes the amulet and puts it into his robes, into a pocket.
Sure.
Come. Into the bathtub. Derobe.
Alright. I get naked.
You see Nara standing in the corner. She averts her eyes.
Yeah, thanks. I turn around or something. Okay. I get in the bathtub.
Get into the bathtub. It's filled with some other kind of liquid, not just blood, but it's not water. It's thick.
Yo, liquid evil.
viscous. You settle yourself all the way in. And he starts sprinkling some ingredients and grabbing stuff off the table. He starts chanting in Dwarven.
I'm not even going to ask if it hurts, because it probably hurts.
The restoration?
Yeah.
Haven't started yet.
I know.
He continues for a good 10 minutes. You guys are still out in the hallway, wondering what's going on, because 10 minutes seems like a pretty long time. And eventually you feel those phantom pains where you can wiggle your toes. You go to scratch and your leg is there.
I have a nubbin. Is it like growing, or is it already grown?
It must have grown in really fast.
Oh, nice.
And
I got to
didn't
skip
even
the
know.
weird mutant part where it's like all small and
Couldn't
nasty.
see in the water
I'm glad for that.
or the blood.
Sweet.
Just sit back in the bathtub looking up at the man's listless eyes, looking down.
Elrin's not bothered. It's a good thing they waited out in the hall. I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, it's a good thing my friends aren't here.
He finishes the ritual. Go ahead and increase your dexterity to 10.
Sweet. No negative modifier.
You gain 3 max HP.
Oh, nice. I got an extra one.
That's it. Your speed goes back to normal.
Oh, that's good. I'm like, no, wait.
Your speed stays at 10. You just hobble around on a new pig leg
So
stuff.
horrible.
No feeling on that leg.
Sweet. So my HP is now 37.
What?
Cool.
Damn, dude.
Magical evil rituals should happen every day.
Let's all sell our souls and become powerful. Come on, guys.
I mean, it was for like, 1 dexterity and 1 HP. It wasn't super great, but it's better than what was going on with me when I had no leg. Okay, cool.
You will all be speaking with the king.
We'll be speaking with the king. Thank you for your assistance.
Could leave now.
Alright, I have my clothes on.
Get out. He doesn't offer you a towel. You
Whatever.
don't see any towels. You are just dripping in blood,
I'll
and
use my extra shirt. It's now a red shirt.
you are a red shirt.
Yeah.
You hobble out dripping,
Mhm.
and you hobble out of his room. You hobble out into the hall where your friends are waiting.
I don't hobble anymore, though. I
That's
walk
true. You
now.
don't hobble.
No,
That's
I walk.
right. You just walk out.
Got so used to you hobbling.
I was hoping to do it forever.
No, I'm like, I need another boot.
Oh,
So you're dripping blood?
No, I use my extra shirt to wipe it all off, or as
You
much
didn't
as I
get it
can.
all off.
Yeah, so I probably have some,
You look
corner
like
of my
kind
mouth
of
or something like in my
Carrie,
beard.
like Carrie after she got the pig's blood dumped on her.
Maybe I'm
Pretty
probably
much.
kind of nasty.
A little better than that.
A little better.
Anybody have a magic way to get me off?
Whoa.
Clean me off. Get it off of me. Hey,
Whoa.
everybody. Hey,
I don't know that spell.
Whoa.
That's
clean me
advanced
off.
stuff.
I might be able to learn Mage Hand.
Guys, hey, can we act like adults here? Just clean the blood off of me if you could.
I'm not touching this one.
I don't have any way to do that, sorry.
Merritt.
I could attempt to burn it off.
Alright, never mind. Just leave me alone. I'll be sticky.
Perhaps we can find some place for you to clean up. I'm
Right.
glad to see that your leg is returned.
Me
Or
too.
better.
Yeah, it is. It's much better. It's even better than it's like it was back before I had back before it was damaged originally, before I met you. So it's pretty nice.
I hope it is worth whatever price we end up paying.
Doubtful. But that's how these things work.
Perhaps if you go on and do all the wondrous deeds that you're destined to fulfill, then the balance of the scales will shift in our favor.
I'm tallying my own balance here. You don't have to take credit for it. It's all right. Let's go meet the king.
So you wait out in the hall for another 10 minutes before Trullguff finally comes out. Come, take you to the king. He walks you through the halls. What seems like a long time walking through a castle to get to the main hall. The main hall is a huge chamber. Go through giant double doors, about 20 feet in height and 10 feet wide each. The guards there, the Duergar with their faceplates, open the door. And when you get into the hall, there are guards that line the pathway all the way to the king. Your escort hasn't said anything, Trullguff, since you were walking up here, but being close to him, you've noticed that he is very old. Very old. The second son of the king. He has these creases in his forehead when he wrinkles his brows. They're defined. He has crow's nests in the eyes and crow's feet. He has real deep lines between his nose and his mouth. And as you walk closer and closer to this king, he looks like he could be Trullguff's son. Looks strong. Looks young. He is a dark dwarf as well, with a full head of hair, a crown atop his head, and the crown is made out of what you would guess to be mithril. You could tell right away it is mithril. And it twists up with these different spikes all the way around his head. The dwarves that you pass by when you go through this hall don't move. There's about 5 between each gigantic column that goes up all the way to the vaulted ceiling. You walk towards the stage where the king is sitting on his throne. Trullguff continues walking and he looks at you. I'll stay right here. You're about 30 feet away from the king. Not within talking distance quite yet.
Okay.
Continues walking up to the stage. He is talking with the king, but is too far away to hear. After a couple minutes, the king motions you all.
Do a bit of a bow before I walk forward.
Same.
Go ahead and give me a history, Argon.
Man.
It looked like a 1 from here, but I don't think it is.
Our lives.
It's an 8.
You're not exactly sure what the appropriate reading would be.
I just walk up.
So you all walk up, you do a slight bow. Trullguff says, "You must bow before the king.
The bow.
Kneel before the king."
Kneel.
I do it.
Your new bendy leg.
Yeah, I was like, man, I have a new knee
This
to
is the
do
first
that
time
with,
you
so that's
stretched it.
okay. So I'm like, oh,
It feels
nice.
good.
Yeah, good leg.
Welcome, surface dwellers. I am King Hartoth of Elhig, first son of Harth of Elhig. I am the king of the Underdark. I am the king of Grak'Thindalin, king of the Duergar, king of the Hearthmere and all that is within. I have heard your offers. We are willing to send my firstborn up to the surface. Is there anything that you would like to ask of me? Now is the time.
Ask him.
There is something I'd like to ask. Oh, I just forgot the guy's name who gave me a leg.
Trullguff.
Oh, Trullguff. Trullguff has a servant. His niece. I would desperately like to buy her from you, or perhaps earn her in some way. I have need of a servant, and she seems compliant, well-mannered. Seldom have I seen someone who has trained a servant so well as Trullguff has trained his niece. That's what I would like to ask you for.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Well, that's shitty. I fail. It's only a 9. That's not very good.
Well, I don't make deals for other people's slaves.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought that you were king of all things that were here. So I just assumed that it was within your power to make those sorts of deals. But if you don't want to, I understand.
Your Majesty.
Totally.
He doesn't turn towards Merritt as he starts talking. He just stares down at Delaran.
I'm gonna whisper over. That was a.
That's just what I thought. I mean,
Are you still kneeling?
Yeah, I'm still kneeling.
He motions one of the guards who comes over to you. And he puts his foot on your back and starts to push you to the ground in a prostrate posture.
I will attempt to resist while I keep talking. We're gonna have to make a contested strength roll.
Right.
So I say to the king, I'm sorry, excuse me my ignorance. I'm not used to dealing with monarchs.
Go ahead and roll your strength.
Yep.
And you're doing it strained.
Yep. Strength and athletics?
Athletics.
25.
Nice.
So you do
keep
win.
kneeling, yeah. I say, excuse my ignorance. I'm so sorry. My stupidity must have gotten the better of me. I'm not used to treating with monarchs. This whole audience is above my station. Please.
Go ahead and
Your
give me
Majesty.
another. Are you lying?
No,
Are
I
you
mean,
used
I
to
really...
treating?
I don't hang out with kings and
Go ahead and
queens.
give me another persuasion check.
21.
The guard still has his foot on the small of your back,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't move it, and he stands there like a statue.
I stay where I'm at, too.
You will not speak in front of me for the time being.
Your Majesty, I do wonder, is there a way for us to return to the surface easily? We are not familiar with your kingdom.
There are many ways to return to the surface. I understand that you have a guide. That is your best way. My retainer will be with you. You should be safe.
Very well. Thank you, sir.
Your Highness, I believe you've done us a great deed in returning our compatriot's leg. I believe that we are the ones who are now the ones that be doing what you ask.
You will leave tomorrow. First morning. I was gonna say first light, but there is no light down here, so. Trullguff looks up. You may all leave now.
Does the dude remove his foot from his back yet?
He removes his foot from your back, and he holds his weapon at ready.
I'll stand up and I'm going to look over my shoulder like,
Give him the look.
I give him the look like, yeah.
And we stand up while
He's
you're
holding
doing that.
a short halberd spear with a hook tip,
Okay.
going to attempt to hit you.
Okay.
Are you wielding your shield?
No, probably. I don't think I had it on
Probably
my
not in
arm.
King's Hall.
Yeah, probably not. So, I'll try to juke with my new leg.
He hits you. the 26.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like level 10 or something,
And
probably.
he gets that hook tip right across your cheek, rakes it all the way across to your lip, and you can feel that rip right at the corner of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Not the worst. Take 12 slashing damage across the cheek.
Wow.
So my face is open.
Seriously?
And he does it with the precision of a surgeon.
Curiously appropriate punishment for one with such a big mouth.
And then he stands at attention, looks to the king, and
The
waits.
king's happy about it, I'm sure.
The king hasn't really moved.
Yeah.
I apologize, Trullguff.
Are to leave now, while you still can.
Are we still taking care of that demon before tomorrow?
He doesn't answer you.
Okay.
And that's just
Turn late.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we leave. Okay, I'll heal myself. Yeah.
When you heal yourself,
Mhm.
the scar remains all the way across. Some remnant of something, you're not sure why or what did it to you, but the weapon does not allow your wound to heal fully. You get the hit points back, but you do have that
The
long scar.
Okay.
And it crusts over immediately and then turns to
I mean,
skin.
that's alright. I'm not worried about how I look. I need to be beautiful. Alright, so we leave. I need to get a new pair of boots.
And you guys are now out of the presence of the king, of the guards, of Trullguff, of Nara, of everyone.
Yeah, we just... So, the guards aren't there.
You're in the halls.
I'm going to wait till our
And
castle
you're-
to talk about things.
Walking down the hall, you see 100 feet off walking towards you is that old decrepit servant.
I'll be escorting us.
Yeah, probably, I'm sure.
He gets towards you guys and waits, then turns around without saying anything and shuffles down the hall like an old man.
Bless you.
You guys are escorted out of the castle.
the room, the temple.
Meet up with.
Well, I don't know if we should go back there. I was thinking that we should arm ourselves and then approach the priestess and let her know what the price of my leg was and see how she responds. But I'd rather do it someplace that's not there where they sleep.
We should meet up with Hack first, then. Let him know.
Is Hack still back at our room?
He's at the devotee's resting place.
Maybe we'll pick up Hack, and then I would like, since we still have money left after I have a leg, which is really nice, I'd like to pick up like a new pair of boots, maybe a better set of armor, and then go talk to the priestess.
Might be worth me grabbing a shield too.
Yeah, I think it's time for us to strap on.
Maybe we should just kill this demon quietly
I
without anybody knowing.
don't think that's gonna happen. Let's be real here.
Yeah, the big issue is trying to find it.
I'm just gonna go and say, hey, this is what happened. We're gonna do this. I'm sorry if you're upset about it. I'll give you the blood after I've completed my task, or before if you want it. Please don't get in our way. I really would rather that you don't get in the way.
Well, let's play it as we.
That's kind of how I would
See
like
it.
to do this. In my estimation, a simple direct solution is usually the best path to success.
All right, boss, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay, so let's grab Hack. We'll stop by there and get him, and then go to Jackets.
So you guys walk in. Well,
I have a leg. So that's
I guess you got what you wanted.
Yeah, well, we gotta do some stuff. We gotta jump through some hoops. I gotta go pick up some armor and another pair of boots because I only have one of these boots. We'll flee on the way. Come on. You want to come with us?
Can't just go to the surface now.
Nope. We had to make some deals.
We leaving.
Did you not hear us, Hack? Right? We gotta get a boot, we gotta get some armor, and we got one little errand, right?
Hey. He knows. It's cool. Come on in.
The longer we stay here, more likely then Sasha will eventually find us.
Yeah.
Once she's done escorting that guy from the castle.
We're gonna be leaving in the morning.
Leaving tomorrow.
Well, I don't want to run into them either.
Well, me either.
I heard that he is a dangerous criminal.
Who?
Don't know his name.
Let's
I
hear
was supposed to
about
take him out of the city. If we run into them, we're good as dead again.
Well,
I'm gonna eye roll at him because I just don't like listening to his voice.
okay, look. We have made a bargain for my leg, and we have to hold our end of the bargain. And so we're gonna go pick up some stuff, come talk to the priestess, stuff like that. But you probably don't want to be staying here right now. You should come for a walk with us to pick things up. Okay,
Let's go.
cool. All right, guys, let's go.
Head into jackets.
Everyone jackets. So on the way there, I'll break it down to him. I'll say, hey, look, there's some kind of demon that the priestess is harboring. We're supposed to kill it. I didn't want you stuck there in case we try to jack this thing and she's pissed off and she decides to get some get-backs on you because we're doing something she doesn't like. That's why we came to pick you up.
And you need me.
To get out, so we can't let them kill you.
Plus, we're also taking some people from the king up
To the
top.
surface, yeah.
So,
King's sending some
Some
kind of...
people?
Well, his firstborn son and... slave girl.
larger company.
You think it's going to be a larger
Usually means-
company?
Well, I mean, 2 people is 50% more than what we have.
That's true.
So,
True.
Way to get caught.
it's also a good way to not die if you are
At
caught.
the time was also a good way to get my leg.
That too. Because he kind of needs a leg to get up there.
Yeah. We complete our agenda, and then we can complete your agenda, which is
You
getting.
guys still owe me a lot of money.
Oh God, the money! Stop it!
Oh, fuck you.
Oh God, damn it!
Hey, you're right. And don't worry about it.
You've promised me money multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still only got that original payment.
What was your plan again?
1,000 gold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we gave you 1,000 already?
You still owe me more.
Okay, well then we'll give you more later.
It's always later.
Yeah, because if we pay you before we get to the surface, then you can just leave.
Have I?
No, not yet. You've been great about it.
I'm gonna flip a coin at him. A
Oh,
gold piece.
don't do that. Stop pissing him off.
I'm just gonna right at his face.
If he leaves, we're all gonna die down
Dude,
here.
we're not gonna die down here.
We are going to die down here.
Don't smack your fist so much.
Oh, sorry.
It's like you're punching someone already.
I'm like, stop right. Yeah, okay, we'll do it.
Tell you, between you and the king and you and Hack,
I just don't like
I'm
Hack.
just
You don't have to like him, but you have to play nice. For a little while, we didn't like you, but I didn't walk around insulting you all the time. All right.
at least, not in front of your face.
Yeah.
You know I'm right here.
Yeah.
We're
I
talking
know.
about him at the moment.
Yeah, we're talking about how he used to be someone that we didn't like, but we were kind to him. And so even if he doesn't like
Well,
you, we should be kind
That's
to
not
him.
hard to believe.
I know. See? Even he gets it.
I don't like any of you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe just you.
I've been nothing but nice to you, man. Seriously. I've insulted
You
you.
tried to kill us.
No, I didn't try to kill anybody.
You tried to kill yourself.
Well, I was just, do a little recon. It worked out fine.
Anyway, let's stop by Jacket. Let's get this stuff done.
Alright, so you guys continue moving on. And we are back and live.
Sweet.
Perfect timing.
Is anybody watching us right now?
Hey, I don't
No,
know.
no new followers.
No new followers today, that's fine.
Not
Had
yet.
some chat.
See, it's
Good to
not
have
connecting
chat.
me to chat. I wish I could just connect to chat so I could see everybody's fun comments.
No worries.
What are they saying?
I said that my NPC voice was the Don Corleone. I said, I'll take that as a compliment.
right.
I think.
Enough, you can't.
Making nothing. I can't even do it. I can't even do any voices.
I'll make
So.
you an offer that you can't refuse. Something like that.
I
That
can
was
do Kermit.
terrible. Well, you could do voices. You can do voices. They just don't always sound good.
Yeah, right.
Even some I do. I'm
you know
like,
what?
Right.
let's adjust that a little. Oh,
Yours
nope,
are-
scratch that one. That's gone.
Yours are brilliant.
I don't know about that.
We get that NPC killed off.
Yeah. Right.
Just kill him, please. We don't need him here.
All right, so going to Jackets.
Headed off to Jackets, and he is out there. He's working a machine with a pedal, and he has some metal that he's hammering out with this machine. As he's pedaling and cranking on something, you see this press just ching, 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 continually hammering this metal. You guys walk up. He takes off his visor that's been shielding his face.
Hey, Jacket.
Hey, how can I help you?
Well, I got a leg, so I don't need that anymore, but I was wondering if I could get a set of armor from you.
What kind of armor?
I'm looking for plate armor. I need something sturdy.
I could probably help you with that. Let me see if I have anything in stock that'll fit you. Anything else?
I'd like a shield.
All right. He goes to this doorway. You wouldn't see it because it's behind the furnace that's attached to the side of his little building. And his building's built into that giant stalagmite, stalactite that have connected together and twisted into this large rocky outcropping. And there's a door built into the stalagmite and the stalactite right behind his furnace. And it's a small door, about the size of Jacket, 3 feet tall. He walks in, hears some rustling about inside. Can't see in unless you duck under and look in, which you guys could if you want.
I'm cool.
And after about 2 minutes, comes back out. He's like, well, I've got a good backstock of armors, of shields, of weapons. You can all come and take a look at my inventory.
Okay.
So
Sure.
He walks back in the door and invites you all in.
I go in.
You do. You have to hunch down and crawl on your hands and knees to get through this door. And it opens up into a large armory. The ceiling is 20 feet high. You see a lot of mannequin-style dolls around with sets of armor already on them, strapped down. You see weapon racks and shield racks, and there's a pretty large inventory here. In fact, larger than one little gnome should have made.
He's an industrious little guy.
Well, I was paid to do a large order and then they never came through, so I think I've got something in your sizes.
That's great.
He shows you around to a few different sets of armor and let me see. Turn around. Gets all the measurements and
Right.
yeah, I've got a few that'll fit you. Takes you over and there's a few different colored sets. So there's dark blacks, there's one that has some red trimming around black, and there's one that is a shiny steel. They all look very masterwork crafted.
Okay. Are there any functional differences between these three?
It'll protect you from getting stabbed.
Okay. Which one looks the most intimidating?
Black and red's pretty intimidating. Black's
Yeah.
pretty intimidating. Steel looks knightly.
No, it's not. I'm not super knightly.
Yeah, look at this one.
Which one? The black one?
The one that
Shiny
you can see
steel.
yourself in.
Oh.
That would be excellent.
I think more of that one. I pointed at the black one.
All right. That'll be... Well, since I have a backlog, I'll charge you 1,300.
Okay. Do you take trade?
Here we go again.
I mean, I'm just wondering. If you don't, that's cool. I can pay you the 1,300. I just want to know if you're interested in something else we might have on us.
What do you got?
I have this really interesting morning star.
He pulls out the goggles from his back pocket, puts them on. Let me see it.
Who's got it in the bag? Do I have it in my bag or do you have it in your bag?
You
Oh, you have it in your bag.
with something of yours.
Okay, don't touch it because it's kind of weird. So it does this thing where once you use it, you want to keep using it. But it is magical.
Yeah, you might want to turn your back when you see this thing.
Am I still weird about it?
I mean, you don't feel like you have to keep it because you don't have it on your person.
Yeah, it's cool as long as I'm not touching it, I think, or messing with it. I'm not going to touch it. Just go ahead and plop it out.
So I take out the bag and
Dump out the morning star.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at it, he's like, well, not something particularly useful, but I'll knock off a few hundred. Make it an even 1,000.
Okay. Deal.
great. Get rid of the Morning Star. Got some new armor. All right.
Boop.
Anyone else?
I'd like a shield.
Needed a shield. 30 gold.
I'll do that.
He has a bunch of
Oh, yeah.
shields out there. In fact, there's a lot of different designs, styles. You know the styles of medieval shields. Pick
Mhm.
your choice.
Okay.
Round, triangle, heart shape.
Did you need anything, Darabon?
Oh, I don't know if I can. I don't know what does a guy like me need in a place like this.
Well, I don't do leather, so probably nothing. You
Yeah.
want any weapons?
Not unless there's a super awesome bow that you can give me, but I like the guy I have.
Armor?
I would like armor, except kind of low on funds.
Anything else to trade?
I mean, I do have money left. I don't know how much that we need to keep for a hack. Who is here before you open your mouth and say something horrible? We trade for armor if you got stuff for trade.
I have scale mail and chain mail. Some leather, but I doubt you want leather.
You can have my old armor.
All those armors, make it an even 1,000.
I mean, I don't know how much we have.
I have 975 gold. I've got enough to cover it, but we would cash poor afterwards. I will have no gold.
Gotta save some for hack too.
Can you magically make gold?
Yeah, I have some extra for him.
For hack?
Sure, if we can keep Art safe and do what's
Alright.
best for the group, I can
Okay.
I can cover tax fees.
And I am out of gold. I give him the 975, and then I'll give him a silver is 10 silvers of gold, right?
Yes.
I'll give him 250 silver.
It's just like, oh, Jesus.
Sorry, man, it's pocket change at this point. I do have a bunch of gems too that are worth money.
I'll make it 800 if you give me one of them coffers.
Oh, that would be nice.
So I can put my extra silver in it.
Sure. I'm trying to think.
If it makes it 800, I don't have to give him silver.
One of you, I believe, was carrying the coffer the patch I already pulled off of. Was it the bag of holding?
Oh,
Otherwise, I have to be carrying it, which is
So
silly.
probably he had to give it to one of us.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'll
So
just say-
blap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whichever one of you has.
Probably in your
Cough.
bag. I bet it's not in the mayonnaise bag.
Yeah, it's probably in your bag.
Yes.
Alright, so-
make sure there's no mayonnaise on it.
Set the coffer down in his armory. He opens the top. He's like, "You can put all the gold in there."
Swoop.
1800.
Yep.
Put all the silver. Take the gold back.
No, I don't do that.
Give him silver and copper.
Yeah, I give him the 1800 gold.
Swoop. He gives you a choice between 3 different sets of armor. You're not the same size as Delaron. And the armor that would fit you, there is another shiny steel, looks brand new. There is cobalt blue. And there's also another set of black, but it has yellow trim.
You have any preference, Delaron? I mean, you're the one who's paying for it.
It's your armor. You should be the one that chooses it. So you should pick what you think suits you. I picked what I thought suited me.
Is the cobalt blue, is that really shiny? Like if...
Yeah, I mean, it's all brand new.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure, like... I suppose either way it's going to give me disadvantage for stealth.
Yeah,
I was just trying to not be a beacon of light.
You're chunky and clunky.
Although I think my character would be more of a knight in shining armor type, so yeah, I think I'll go with the steel.
Shiny steel.
Yep.
I mean, it's not going to be a beacon of light unless there's light refracting off of it, which would happen with black armor too. Light
It's
would
just
refract
metal.
off it.
I suppose.
That doesn't give me
It has a
just-
sheen finish.
Mhm.
He helps you guys strap on your armors, takes your old armors and throws them in the corner with a bunch of other metals that seem to be waiting to be melted down.
smelting stuff.
Does anyone need anything else while we're here? Weapons?
We're getting
Good.
low on cash.
Yeah.
Well, I can't help you with cash.
Right.
Appreciate your time. Thank you for your help in these things.
Thanks for being fastidious and not taking your time.
Oh, and here you can have the crutches back. I hope I don't need them again.
Keep them.
Put them in a bag.
Yeah, put them back holding. Okay.
All right, so you shove them into the bag holding. Boop, 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 boop.
Yep.
And you crawl out of Jacket's armory back into the Underdark.
How much would he charge for a weapon? I ask him, how much would you charge for a weapon better than the one I have? I mean, just wondering. So
One more thing.
so I can compare when I
Thank you
get
for
to the
being
surface.
quick. Oh, wait, we're not.
right. Wait, we're not quick.
It really just depends on the weapon, what it does. I make mastercraft weapons. Normal weapon, if it's 50 gold, just add on about 1,000.
Well, then have a good day. Thanks for the price comparison.
He smiles. If you guys are ever through the Underdark again and you need to be supplied, look me up.
Yep.
We know where to go.
Hack's out there waiting for you by the furnace. You guys crawl out. Is it time?
Is it?
Go talk to the priestess? I think so.
I just want you to know that if I'm to come with you and help you, I want cut in on any of the profits.
We'll be like one of us. Just a 5-man team. Everything split evenly. I speak for the group occasionally.
I got a problem with that.
I'm fine with it.
We do appreciate your guidance. We would likely not be getting out of here at all without your help.
Without you, I wouldn't have a leg to stand on. So, I appreciate it.
Sure. Could have gone to the surface and probably been healed there too.
When I go to the surface, they won't be welcoming.
There will be with this sweet hat.
You're just not welcome anywhere, are you?
He won't let you
not
go
really.
check.
Would you consider this particularly welcoming? This last 24 hours.
Comparatively, it's been great. At least no one's busting in and trying to arrest me.
Maybe a
there is
place
that.
to retire for you.
Right. That sounds great.
I am just eager to get out and see the sun again.
That's
When this is all over, I am looking forward to going home.
Well, let's get going before there's no home left.
Let's go. First, priestess.
To Kalindra. Let her know you made a bargain for your leg and some demon that she may be providing asylum to, or is holding prisoner.
Right.
You guys walk to the Temple of Shar. Get to the doors, and that same carving is in the door of that woman's face, who now when you're looking at it is probably the face of Shar, the mistress. It's not a man like Artigan thought at first. Female deity.
Doom, doom, doom.
And you open the door, and the face splits again, and you walk into this purple haze, this temple. Kalindra is standing there, waiting for you.
Kalindra, we have to talk.
We do have to talk. I already know.
I apologize, it was part of the deal.
It had to be done by someone. It's okay.
This is easy.
Walk you there.
Thank you. Do you guys want to wait here?
I'll go with you.
yeah. I think we should all go. That's okay.
She looks a little sad, a little sullen.
Mm-hmm.
She walks you a block down. It's not very far from the temple to a large stone building. It's a large stone house, and it has some of the same engravings and some of the same marks of Shar. It's not the communal house that you guys were staying at. Come in. This is my home.
Like something bad's about to happen. I go in.
She walks you inside, and she walks you to a set of stairs going down into the basement. She walks you down to the basement. You guys continue following her, and there is some candles here that are still shining purple. And in this basement, she starts walking towards the back of the room. There is this large, pretty large demon-looking creature. It has 4 arms. She looks at you guys. She's like, "He is my child."
Pardon me?
He is my child. The king has decreed that he must die.
What did he do?
He exists. I've known this would happen the day he was born.
Give him the smell of the mouth?
What kind of a life would it be to live where everyone else wants to kill you and you're always on the run? It's not the life I wanted for him.
Name.
Gregor.
Light?
She starts unmanacling him.
Okay. Maybe you should leave, I say to her. Drop a shield.
Pull out your shield. She unmanacles the first arm, and he rips the second arm free from the wall. Completely out of the wall. You can all go ahead and roll initiative.
Yep.
How many of them were manacled?
Fighting demons spawn.
Oh, really?
I'm not
The
fast.
most cocked natural 20.
Yeah, it was like a perfect roll, and then it just like decided to cock. Wait a second. That works?
You're like,
You have
oh,
advantage.
shit. You have an advantage.
Oh,
You always have
yeah.
advantage.
Thank you.
Natural
Natty 20.
Is
I got
that
a
the
nat-
second time you've done that with advantage?
Actually, yeah, I had last game.
120.
We got 2 natural 20s over here.
Yeah, I got
Natural
natural
20?
20 as well.
Wow,
You had a
guys
cocked
were
natural
ready.
20 and then a real natural 20?
Yep.
All right, your dice finally listened to you.
Good
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah, now that we notice that it's doing well, it'll roll a couple ones.
He got put in the corner last time, so
Yeah.
maybe he won't.
Yeah, you sat there for a week.
Sit there for a week. Think about what you've done.
Delaron?
I got 7.
I got 9.
As usual, leading up the rear.
I don't know.
I should change my card too. It's different now.
Why?
Because I have
Oh, hey, you have
37.
Yeah, I should be
points.
in mine too.
There you go. And you have more hit points because you got your leg back.
Yeah,
This is
legs.
just an all-around good day for you.
I mean, until now. I'm sure it's about to get weird.
Till we have to kill some fiendish thing just because it exists.
Yeah, I feel kind of like maybe you should wait it upstairs.
I
Yeah, you're not
don't know
gonna
if it's too late.
not gonna be okay after this.
You both kind of have a thing on this, like he just exists, and
Everybody wants to kill everybody else. I'm like, that
Yeah.
feels like me. And then just because he exists feels kind of like you.
Go ahead and move your cup in that thing.
And that whatever device.
That whatever device. Actually, I don't even need the camera. Whatever. There's no battlefield. You guys are in a small room,
We're in a little basement.
a tiny little basement that has one creature chained up to the wall. You're all standing at the other end of the room, not even 15 feet away. And the creature rips its arm out of the first manacle. You see the bolts and the chain that were in the wall snap. And it looks over at you guys. I'll show you a picture of what this creature is.
What's his name again?
Regular.
Gregor.
Drago's
about to happen?
gonna fucking die.
Oh my goodness.
Pussy. Pussy.
It is a fiendish beast that has a white mane of hair that is on its head going back, on its shoulders going back. Every muscle is toned and fit. It has muscles on its muscles. It has 2 little tiny T-Rex arms under its 2 large arms. And you see the cords of the neck flare out as it tenses up. You can see all the strength in its body. It has these large fangs that extend underbite past its lips. And it roars. It's like... Go ahead. You guys get to pick who goes first. You both roll natural 20s.
he's got higher.
Well, you both roll natural 20s. You pick if you tie.
I'll let it go. You go
Okay.
first.
Okay.
You get advantages. You're
Sure.
going First, I believe.
Sure. So first question: can I cast Hunter's Mark as well as Ensnaring Strike?
Hunter's Mark is a bonus action.
So is it Snaring Strike?
So one or the other.
So one or the other. Okay, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna do Ensnaring Strike.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna just roll the hit. 19.
That is a hit. And
That's
you
a
didn't do
27.
anything else.
There were 27, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage with Hunter's Mark included. It is not a humanoid.
Not Hunter's Mark, Ensnaring Strike.
With Ensnaring Strike included.
So it's a extra D6 on his turn for piercing damage
If he fails.
if he fails. And damage is... Oh, I'm sorry. Good deal. Thanks, guys.
That's it. Yeah. There you go.
1.
Plus like what? 4. So
5 damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Okay.
you put an arrow into flesh, and when it strikes, it hits and bounces off and leaves a mark as it hits off his hardened, leathery body.
Oh, shit.
Hardigan. It does leave a wound, a mark.
He must have saved, huh?
We're still within, or at least 10 feet away, correct?
Yeah, you're within 10. 15, actually, if you're trying to run in.
I will cast Fairy Fire. Light him up.
Light him up. You cast Fairy Fire. There is no save, and it's within a 20-foot radius, so the entire back of the room becomes...
I believe it's actually Dex save.
Is
Dex
it?
save written down here.
Oh, okay. Then do not light him up. As you cast it, you see these vines starting to entangle themselves and crawl out of the cracks of the walls and reach around his body and cord up his arms as well. Go ahead. Me. So it's a strength save.
Mm-hmm.
Is it at the beginning or end of his turn? It's the beginning, but
Yeah, I would say it would be the beginning, but
I'll double check.
I think that's how we've been playing it anyway.
I've only used it once where it mattered.
Ensnaring strike.
Yeah, let me.
Ensnaring strike.
You guys are so fast at finding this.
At the start of each of its turns.
So it
Yeah.
tries to rip free of the vines, and you see them as it pulls away the vines, lash his arms back against the wall again. It screams, and you see a tear drip from Kalindra's eye as Merritt.
Do we roll for damage then?
It's a d6. He gets a
Oh yeah,
D6.
roll d6 damage.
4.
What do you do, Merritt?
I'm gonna move over between Gregor and Kalindra.
She's standing only 10 feet away from the creature. So you would have to be next to the creature.
In beatdown range.
And the side she's standing on is the side where his hand is freed from the wall.
Well, yeah, as I'm walking over there, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon and have a tiny, grapefruit-sized sun hovering outside of my hand. And then I step between them. I'm going to attack with it.
So you pull out you cast your sun, morning star spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You step right next to this beast, and its head looks down at you, and its eyes are completely red. Its fangs on its mouth snarl, and you see saliva dripping from the top, and it's
And say, I'm sorry for this, Dracor. And I swing my arm down.
go ahead and hit. Well, roll to hit.
Roll to hit. So this one is just like a spell attack. It's +6. 16.
Is a hit.
D8 plus
Venom's have
6
banishment.
plus 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
10 damage. Delaron.
Well, he's restrained, right?
Correct.
So if he's restrained, do I have advantage to smite him?
Ooh,
Okay, I'm gonna run up and
good call.
slash him.
Hasn't mattered yet, but yeah.
I tell you to get out of his reach. I'm like, Merritt, get back. What are you doing? And then I run up and smite him because he's going to eat your face. Actually, can I push Merritt out of his reach?
Depends on if he wants to be pushed.
Well, you can make a contested roll. I'll push you with my shield when I swing. So I run up next to Merritt, and then I push him 10 feet away when I swing my sword.
Thinking about the scenario and how you guys are situated, the
Mhm.
creature's against the wall.
Mhm.
Kalindra's on the opposite side of Merritt. The only place to push him will be against the wall, or into Kalindra, or into the beast. You can't technically get behind
Okay.
Merritt and the wall.
So he's against the wall. There's no room. So, okay, all right. Well, then I'm just going to go smite this thing.
And yell at Merritt.
Yeah, get out of the way. What are you doing? And I am going to... I'm going to Wrathful Smite as I run up. Whoosh, and try to fear him.
Okay.
So... Boop. Fuck, I don't hit him. Well, that's great. So I rolled a 11.
No.
So I'm like, wing! I'm like, swing! And then I'm like, whoops.
And when you swing, the creature rolls out of the way of your strike, and your using the sword now strikes against the stone wall and shoots sparks all the way down. But you miss the creature.
Okay. I'm gonna try to shield slam it to the ground. It won't do anything because it's already restrained, but just to get his attention. I'll try to do the shield slam. I'll try to sweep his legs with my shield. Splam! Because he's big. Nope, I don't do that either. I rolled a 13.
You do not do that
Like,
either.
And I look up and I'm like, hi.
It's just... Go ahead, Garavon.
Okay, so ensnaring strike says duration concentration up to a minute.
So, meaning you keep the concentration of the spell. As long as you don't take damage, it continues. Or you don't cast another concentration spell. Or you just choose to end it.
Okay, so then...
So it just continues until this creature saves.
Unless he gets his hands on you and beats it out of you.
That too.
Okay, so Hunter's Mark, I think Hunter's Mark is a concentration.
Then if you did that, you would lose the effect of ensnaring strike.
Concentration up to 1 hour. So we're going to keep this guy restrained. And Sharpshooter.
Okay, roll the hit. With advantage.
With advantage. So 11 plus 8 would be 19.
Not with Sharpshooter.
Oh, 11
Plus 3.
plus 3, so
14.
14.
So this time, instead of bouncing off the creature and leaving a mark, it just bounces off a bony plating of what looks to be just bone that's barely covered by skin, and it hits and reflects off of him and does nothing.
Damn.
Artigan.
I'm gonna run up to the guy who's still restrained, right?
Yeah, you guys are beating the shit out of this restrained creature.
I mean, I didn't hit
Well,
him.
Kinda.
Kind of.
We're trying.
don't get two attacks
Trying to.
yet, but
Kalindra is now weeping, standing there.
let's see. 15 is the better of the two, so 15 plus 5 is 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
Let's see.
Artigan, your new form with armor and shield and sword.
At least he hit.
4 damage.
4 damage.
All good.
This thing's tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
Kalindra has her face in her hands. She's weeping. You see the tears, and she's like, "No, don't, no,
You should take
no."
her out of here. You should take her out of
And
here.
she casts darkness.
Oh no, that's not good.
Creature will make attempt to save.
Darkness? Oh, she's casting on a creature. Okay.
No, from his ensnaring vines.
Oh, sure.
You hear the sounds of vines snapping, and then you hear the sound of manacles snapping.
I think that was his action, though.
Merritt.
Hmm.
No, dude.
I'm going to not use a spiritual weapon just for a moment, but I'm going to upcast Bless so that each
You have
of
to
us.
see them.
I was just reading. So that all 4 of us will have a D4 whenever we make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends.
So you cast it as a second level spell.
Mhm.
It adds an extra person. That's
Yep.
kind of cool.
Yep. So
All
I'm
right.
cast it as a second level spell, and then I'm going to see. Kalindra's still kind of near me, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'm right between the two of them.
You hear her audibly crying and weeping. And you're like, no, don't.
I'm like, will you fight? She's like, yes, and she lets him out.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I will turn my back on the creature and put my hand on her shoulder.
It's gonna beat the everything paler out of us in the dark.
Here it comes.
Yep.
Delaran.
Okay, I assume that I'm swinging with disadvantage now.
Why? Oh, because of darkness.
I can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. But he hasn't gone anywhere.
Nope.
He's still for me. I will attempt to shield bash him to the ground.
With disadvantage.
Okay.
Because it's an attack roll.
It's not an attack roll. It's
But you get a-
athletics
you get a
check
D4.
against him. So we make contested
With
athletics rolls.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Because it's
You don't
still
get a D4
left.
if it's not an attack.
Okay.
It's only attack rolls and saving throws.
But you do get it on attacks.
Oh, it's sad.
Did you roll natural 20?
An 18. So 18 plus 6 is 24. I'm like, down on knees! Whoomph, and try to drop him prone.
And an 18 plus 5 says you win.
Woo! So I'm
In
like,
the dark, you take your
slam.
shield out, you slam the creature, which is large, by the way,
I want to
right
just
in
take
the-
his legs out.
legs. You sweep it down to the ground, you hear it hit the ground on its knees and its hands, and you hear all the hands hit at once. All 4 of them.
And then I'm going to come from overhead.
Now it's just a regular roll.
Plus a d4.
Because you don't have disadvantage.
Right.
Well, you do, and you have advantage.
I have
They
both
cancel
of
each
those
other out.
things, yeah. So 17 plus 6 is 23.
That is a hit.
Okay, and I'm going to smite.
I thought you already had Wrathful Smite charged.
Wrathful Smite is different than a smite, like a smite. Wrathful
okay.
Smite's a spell.
Gotcha. Can
And
you
so-
Wrathful Smite and Smite at the same time?
I can do it in the same round. I cast it last round, but I can do it all in one round.
Okay.
I can stack
The
them.
Nova shot.
Yep. So that plus 3d8.
Jesus.
He's going to have to make a wisdom save. So 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16, plus 6 is 22. 22, and he gets to make a will save. Like, death to my enemies!
Wisdom save. So it does save.
Okay.
You know that you're not fearing this creature,
Right. Probably immune to fear, for all I know.
and you land a solid blow with your sword into its flesh, but you can't see exactly where you landed or exactly what you do. You
It's
just
like
know
bite
you
in when
hit it.
hits. Okay.
Caravan.
So I have dark vision though, right? Does
Doesn't matter in
darkness
darkness. It's a spell that completely blinds you in the area.
So to cast Hunter's Mark I would have to see him?
If it says you must do it to a creature you can see, then yes.
Right, well, let's see. Yes. God damn it. But I would assume that he's still in the same place.
Yeah, you would assume. You haven't heard him move. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Intelligence.
best
9.
Deal.
Nine's enough, actually. You've heard 3 of the links snap from the wall. One seems to still be in there.
Okay. Well,
You would assume he hasn't moved because he's still technically manacled to
Right.
the wall.
so I'm gonna make a blind shot then.
So disadvantage.
God
D4. Doesn't matter.
Natural
So
I wanted the D4.
when you roll a 1, you tell me what happens in the dark. It doesn't have to be end all be all of I shoot my friends. It can be a lot of different things.
I am in between you and it.
I guess that's the obvious choice, but
You can go with other choices. You don't have to go with I shoot my friends.
Could do you shoot the other manacle?
Yeah, you can shoot it.
yeah, we'll shoot the other manacle off.
Alright, so you shoot and you hear it ricochet off metal. You don't think it breaks the manacle, but you definitely know you hit the chain. Your arrows aren't made of magic properties. They're not going to break a chain that you know of. That's what you do, though. Hard again.
I'll do some inspiration to Garavon.
Do you have to see them?
That's a good question.
Darkness is darkness.
Yeah, it is darkness.
Sucks.
This was going so well at the beginning.
You get out of the room.
One creature other than yourself within 60 feet who can hear you.
Okay, so you can inspire Garavon with your words.
Okay. I'll go, shot through the heart, and you are to blame. You give elves a bad name.
You get elves a bad name. That was awesome.
Nice.
So you have combat
Have
inspiration?
a D6.
Yep, D6.
And you
use
can
it.
use that for attack rolls, save rolls, and damage.
And you can add it to your AC.
Or you could add it to your AC if you're being attacked.
Once you use it's gone though.
Yeah.
Right.
So for once. One time only.
And I will attack at disadvantage.
You will attack at a normal roll.
Because he's
Because I
down.
floored him.
Okay.
You heard it hit the ground
It's 19 to hit.
plus a d4. But yes, you do
Okay,
hit.
plus D4.
You hit. But just to
It
remember.
was a plus 3. So, 5 damage.
5 more damage as you guys start piercing the sides and the... Well, you're not really sure where you're hitting it in the dark.
Glad I'm hitting it.
You continue striking this foe down, who has now ripped free of his restraints. And it lashes out. You hear it stand up, and you can feel it stand up. Its presence is there, and you know
I'm like, come on, ugly.
that it starts to lash out. Alright. First Delaron. That is a hit. What's your AC actually?
21.
It is a hit. Barely. It hit a 21. Then Artigan. Wow, that is a 26.
That'll
That
hit.
is a hit.
Yep.
And
AC.
Delaron again. Yeah, who needs good AC?
I'm like, come on, you ugly son.
That
of
is
a-
not a hit.
Alright.
So
Slug.
it reaches out with its claws and swipes at both of you. And then it goes to bite you, and you put your shield in front of where you think it's lunging, and you hear the fangs clang against your shield. But
Thank God for the no bite.
you each take 16 damage. 19 damage from its claws. They just feel like they're cutting through you and all of your protection. They're digging in. You feel this piercing in between the joints of your armors that go deep into your flesh.
Ugh. So he was like, oh, where's your shoulder joint? Into your chest cavity. Something horrible.
Mm-mm.
Merritt, it's your turn, and you just hear Kalindra crying. She hasn't, as far as you can tell, cast anything else.
I am going to put my arms around her and say, we need to go. And I'm going to try to walk with her toward the door. / half carry, push,
Okay.
move.
She goes with you, crying. You hold her close as you walk away. You can move at half your speed. You can double move if you want.
Yeah.
So
And
double move, you get to the end of the room and you get out of the darkness.
as we get there, my bonus action is going to be to control my spiritual weapon, and it's going to take a swipe through where he's
At disadvantage.
Yes. 12, 4. So 12.
12 is not a hit. You hear it go king against the stone. And you walk Kalindra out of the darkness into the light. Purple candles are still lit. And she's crying. You see tears streaming out of her fingers and hands. She's shaking her head. She's like, I didn't think it would be this hard.
I am sorry for your loss.
Delaron.
I'm gonna try to slam him down again. Stay down. 9 and 9, so 15.
That's 18, isn't it?
No, I rolled.
Oh, you rolled
'cause it's
2
dark.
nines.
I rolled 2 9s. 9
You rolled
plus
an
6.
18. I thought you died,
Okay.
but
No.
he wins.
So I'm like, slam.
When
I'm
you
like,
slam
no.
against him, you just hit the meat of his body, pure muscle. You feel its arms trying to reach around you.
I'm gonna swing with my sword still.
Yep.
Just a disadvantage. So I'm like, get her to drop the darkness. He's killing us down here.
What's the plan?
Okay, so 3 plus 7 is 10, 16.
That is a hit.
Sweet. So I'm gonna do 8 damage to him.
8 more damage to this creature as you bite it, and it's like.
I'm like, that's right, you ugly son of a bitch. Look at me.
Hear Kalindra cry even harder. Garavon.
So I'm gonna try. I can do 2 spells a day, right? Or is it 3?
3 right now.
Right. So I'm gonna try to do ensnaring strike again.
Okay, so that would restrain it
Hmm?
if it fails. Go ahead. Well, you have to hit it to have that go off, right?
Right.
So you hold the charge until you hit something.
Yes.
Right.
It stays good until you
Roll
hit.
twice, take the worst. Are you sharpshooting?
No.
Okay.
No. And can I use the D6 right now?
You can use it after you roll, but before he says it hits or not. So if you roll, you get like a
Oh, okay.
natural 20. You don't have to use
D4
it.
too.
Also,
Oh, and a D4.
your hunter's mark immediately fades.
Oh, I didn't.
You never put it
Oh, you
on.
never
I
put it
can't
on?
see him.
Gotcha.
Right.
That's right.
Then just roll your D20 again. See if it comes out shittier.
Nice way to put it.
Yep.
So great. 20 right there.
No, you gotta take the lower. So the 11 plus 4.
4 is
15.
15.
So now at this point, you can
plus
roll that.
8 is 23.
23. So
That's enough.
You
that should be
hit.
enough.
Okay, great.
You definitely hit with a 23. I hope you hit with a 23.
If
you don't,
want to die
just
down
say-
there.
So we got that going on, and then it's a D8.
D8 is.
Got it right in
Yes,
my
okay.
hand.
For some reason, I was thinking that.
4.
Plus your dexterity mod.
Oh, just 4. So 8.
For 8, yep.
And
Did you want to add a D6 to that? For
Yes, I do.
The combat inspiration?
And I do want to do a 6.
So 14.
Nice.
Nice.
So this time you feel the first arrow that actually goes through its tough leathery skin and pierces in. You hear it just split its flesh apart. It makes a save.
And I say, thanks, Art, again. I needed that inspiration.
And the vines that start wrapping around its body as you hear snap.
Yeah, he's not having it this time.
Damn it.
Go ahead, Art again.
He's going straight He-Man on us. I have the power.
Yeah, dude.
I'll
Kick
start
our
off by saying, Delaran, you okay? Do a healing word.
Oh, thanks. That's nice. Don't you okay? Kind of.
Let's try this again. The ones on the healing word. So yeah, 1 plus charisma modifier is 3, so 4 health. And I'll do a blade word on myself.
Okay.
That's my turn.
So are you okay? I'm like, I've never felt better. Things are wonderful over here.
Everyone make a...
Oh no.
Well, let's see what that
Dexterity
save is.
saving throw.
Everyone make a... Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I knew it.
Is this a
Or your
spell?
D4.
It is a spell.
Remember your
Oh,
D4?
sweet! I can
Well,
use my...
actually,
Remember to the D4.
innate spell casting.
I don't know if that counts.
I don't think that counts. I'm going to say it doesn't, and I'll look it up after game.
Okay.
Because I really don't think it counts.
Because I have
fail.
advantage on saves against spells cast by creatures within 5 feet of me. And I could also make a reaction.
You know what? I'm going to say it's a spell, because I'm really just not sure. I'm going to
Okay.
give you the benefit of the doubt for now, and then we'll look it up after game.
Okay.
So
you
it
imagine
is
you
a
can
spell.
smite 'em.
You get to make an attack, correct?
Yep. Make an attack at
And-
disadvantage.
At disadvantage because it's dark.
So 11 plus 5 is 16.
Is a hit.
For 7 damage.
For 7 more damage.
And then I have advantage on the save. Which is good because one of them was a natural 1.
Create your D4.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good call.
Oh, that's a 4. 14 plus
Didn't help me.
Two.
I'm roasting.
16 for my dex save.
All right. You do save. What did you roll?
I don't say it.
Garavon?
I got 6 and 3 is 9.
14.
So everyone except you two saves as fairy fire lights your aura around here.
Oh, he's verifying us. That's
Oh,
not
great.
horrible.
Because I'm a tiefling, so I don't...
Well,
Oh.
it just means you're lit up and you're easier.
It means
to
he's easy for him to
hit.
rip us apart.
And it's gonna make 1 attack against you at advantage.
Come on, ugly. Let's do this.
For a 24.
Yeah, I love it.
And that's probably gonna hurt.
Real bad.
21 damage.
Damn,
Smash
dude.
it.
Serious? What are you at?
I have a hit point left. I have 1 hit point left. So
What are you doing to us, Ryan?
I'm like, come on and get it. And then he's just like, and blood's like, I'm like, oh my god.
This is our beefcake, and you're just taking them out.
Oh yeah.
All right, so what's going on with
Like
me?
a can of tomatoes.
All right, well, Kalindra's still there weeping, and she actually throws her arms around you and
Oh, like-
full-on sobs.
Get her to drop the darkness.
We do not need to prolong this suffering.
Do I
Please
take
drop
damage?
that spell.
No.
Give me a
It just
persuasion
gave him
check.
advantage to tear me open.
Oh, okay.
It means that
And
he
then he
won't
attacked
miss.
you.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's Merritt's turn.
18.
18.
Is that all? That's perception. Persuasion is plus 6 to that roll. 23, actually.
She's sobbing on your shoulder. Her hair is falling across your shoulders and your back. Feel the wetness of her tears seep through your clothing, your robes, and darkness drops. And the creature is there, cut up, lacerated in different parts. One arrow sticking out of its shoulder bones right here. And it looks angry. And it looks like it wants to tear you apart. It's your
And
turn, Merritt. Still.
Still, yeah. I'm going to twin a healing word, and Artigan and Delaran are both going to be on the receiving end of 3 + 4, 7 hit points.
Nice.
Thanks. As I say, thank you, Mother.
Next is Arden. Delaran, not Arden.
Okay. I like take a second to gather myself, and then I'm gonna try to slam it down again. Get down and stay down.
Oh, I have to roll off.
You have to roll off him.
This time you don't have disadvantage.
Yeah, but I don't do so well.
Here is it.
So I got 11.
You win.
Wow, he's tired too.
You smack it into the ground. You feel your shield hit one of its wounds and drives it to the ground, and it's like.
And then I'm like, we're like two punch-drunk fighters in the, 11th round or whatever. I'm like, ugh! I come over the shield with the sword and try to take it at the neck. 11 plus 6 is 17.
D4.
Oh. Plus 4 is 21.
It's a hit.
And then for 12 damage.
You again pierce into its flesh, and this creature is very sturdy, very resilient, and it's still on its feet, and it's angry, and it looks directly at you.
So I'm like, I
Snarl.
shove it down, I swing at its neck, chop, and then I spit in its face, because I know what happens next.
All right, Caravan.
All right, I'm gonna cast. I can't cast Hunter's Mark because I still can't see.
You can see.
Oh, I can see.
Darkness has dropped.
Great. So I cast Hunter's Mark, and I'm going to hit it in sharpshooter style. And so that's only +3 on here, right? But I don't
You
have
have Bless.
D4. I have Bless, so here we go.
So disadvantage.
Puts it down. Sorry, man.
So your arrow goes over it. It's on the ground,
And I'm like,
on its knees and hands as he's striking it, and it's hard to hit behind him and him on the ground, and your arrow deflects off the wall. Ting! Ting, 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 as the arrow clatters.
It's sad.
Artigan. It's on the ground. You may roll to hit. Or do whatever you're gonna do. Might not want to hit it. I don't know.
I probably should hit it. I will. I should at least try, I guess. Especially since it's on the ground. I will do a healing word on Delaran again here.
Okay.
Um,
You guys have a lot of healing in this party.
yeah, it's
That's
good.
probably good.
Yeah, especially for this guy right here. Don't worry, Delaran, we got this. Ooh. 7 healing to you.
sweet.
And I will strike it again. Or attempt to. 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
For 7 damage.
You add one more mark to all the wounds in its body, and you feel it cut across skin and bone across its collarbone. It stands up, and it looks angry.
Yep.
And it strikes out at you, Delaran. Because you are lit up like a Christmas tree.
I am. And I keep shield bashing it and spitting on it and taunting it.
That too. It is a hit with a 22. I'll do
It probably
damage
doesn't have to
first.
hit me again.
I'll do damage first.
Yeah.
21 damage.
And I'm down. I'm down.
Daron falls.
How does it get me?
It Swipes at you again.
That's gonna hit me. Is it crit? I failed 2 saving
It's
throws.
a natural 20.
Failure.
Its claws pierce into your side, through your armor joists, and you don't feel it, but you guys see blood spurt out of his body.
You should roll the damage because it might kill me.
That's true.
How much? It has to put you at negative.
It has to do his max hit points in one shot, but it rolls a lot of damage.
It rolls a lot of damage, so I could die here.
You have more than 32 hit points?
Yeah, I do.
36, 37.
37. So it just rips me
You
open.
guys see blood just start gushing onto the ground, and it pulls one of its claws up, and you see an entrail come with it.
My innards are my outwards.
Kalindra is just sobbing. Merritt, I'm going to give you a persuasion reaction as you see your friend being ripped apart.
A persuasion reaction.
She's crying, but she's not stopping this.
Well, she dropped the darkness, right?
She did. I'm going to allow you a reaction to try and convince her.
Please stop him. We don't need this to be bloodier than it has to be.
You see the entrail streaming up into the air.
He's playing with nibbling on him. Giblets.
Go ahead and roll it.
14.
What does player killer say today? Player killer says that Kalindra continues crying and holds out her hand, and the beast, as it's about to bite into Delaron's face, stops and looks up at Kalindra, stops biting, stops attacking. As you guys continue to pierce it, slash it, strike it with the Morning Star, shoot it, and kill it.
I have to make a saving throw on my turn, correct?
It's Merritt's turn,
Yeah, that was
technically.
when I say thank you, I want to also cast Healing Word.
Sweet.
I suppose doesn't really matter that much, but
Matters a little.
7. So yeah, I get up with that many hit points.
So you heal Delaron, who was on the verge of death. His wounds seal up. His entrails snake back in like a spaghetti noodle.
Yeah, thanks, man. Glad I didn't have to see that.
Yeah.
You
Glad I didn't have to
guys
see too.
continue smiting this creature out of existence.
And I just hug Kalindra.
The whole time she's there crying and sobbing.
Yeah, I think when my turn happens, since I saw that happen, I'll cast silence in the area that we're in to make it so that none
She
of
doesn't have to hear it anymore.
yeah, none of the noises happen.
That's nice, yeah.
That is nice of you.
And as long as it doesn't take us more than 10 minutes.
Well, Merritt, without your friendship and you being you, Delaron was probably good as dead.
Thanks, buddy. Got you.
You guys kill the creature, and she hugs you tight and holds you, and you can feel the wetness just continue seeping down your shirt, robes. And The creature's dead. Nothing more to really say about that.
All right, like chop, we chop him down.
Yes. Are there any particular funeral rites you would like for Gregor? I imagine that your belief systems are quite different than my own, but I would offer what service I can provide.
We will do our own funeral rites, she says as she's wiping the tears from her cheeks. Thank you for being a friend.
I wish I could have been a better one.
I'm going to go rest.
I stagger up the stairs. I'm like, I have something that belongs to you. I take off my chain with the vial. Like, this was part of the deal that I made with your temple.
Thank you. She takes the vial of dragon blood. I already knew the price.
I'm sorry for your loss.
She puts it into her robes, walks upstairs. She lets you see yourselves out. Or not.
Okay.
Up to you. She goes to her room.
I mean, I'm gonna leave. We do what we had to do. Nasty business.
Do we take any kind of a trophy that was done? I'm assuming they know what was done.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You guys leave. Back into the Underdark once more. Into the city of Grak'Thindalin.
I think we're still welcome in the room we were previously in, or should we?
I don't know why not.
Rest up then.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm like holding my guts in with my plate. I'm like, that sounds like a good idea.
You all head back to the Shar's resting quarters.
I'll hit myself with the last of my lay on hands for 8 more, so I'm not super jacked. And I'm still pretty hurt, but
Heck's still there as you guys walk in. He's eating once more and he's humming. Looks up.
hey, Heck.
Business is done. Yeah. That means we can leave.
We have to wait till tomorrow. We're supposed to bring that emissary with us.
You mean we have to wait till tomorrow?
Said we were leaving in the morning.
Fuck. Just want to get out of here.
And you and me both.
Alright, fine.
Out of game question. Does the armor come with boots, or do I still only have 1 boot?
Came with plated boots.
Okay, that's good.
But regular boots you're out of. You have 1.
Yeah. Do I need regular boots?
I don't know. If you're going without your armor, you need regular boots.
Oh, sure. I'll pick up a pair of boots before we leave. I need more rations too, anyways.
So you guys rest up again. If you have anything you want to do during the day, you may do it now.
I do. I want to get a regular pair of boots,
Alright.
some more rations.
Alright. You can just spend the gold.
I need to go to the general store. What's up cost me?
Whatever boots and rations cost. Why don't you pay
Okay.
gold?
Alright, I'll pay a gold.
Spend 1 gold. You get a week's worth of rations and some boots.
Okay.
Anyone else want to stock up? You can just pay the gold. You don't have to go.
How much is
shop each other.
rations for?
A gold for 2 weeks.
I'll throw gold in there too.
And the rest of the night will pass uneventfully. As long as you guys let it. Morning comes once more. You hear a rap at the door.
No one else is up, I'll open it.
You make it to the door first. It's Kalindra. She looks better. than she did last night. Yesterday morning, really. And she tells you that, well, she says they are here and ready to go. Duergar and the dwarf. They have requested that you join them.
Get everyone situated. Thank you.
Let's get out of here.
Barrett, we do need those scrolls back. Did you have a chance to read them?
I did.
I hope one day that you can come back and we can talk. Better time and a better place.
I hope so too. If you ever find your way out the open sky, please feel free to find me. I hope the next wanderers who are graced with your generosity not take such a heavy price from.
Thank you. She walks you to the end of the road where there is a dwarf. He's older, his gray hair and a skullet basically. It's all bald on the top and the hair is coming down the sides and it's put into a ponytail and braided downwards. And his silver beard is also braided into one big braid. A Duergar, actually, not a dwarf. He has the dark skin. And they are waiting for you. And the dwarf girl, did I say that she was there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they are waiting for you at the end of the road. You guys get up to them and he bows.
Good day, sir. I am Merritt Everlight. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, everyone.
17, flat.
I shouldn't have checked.
Did you roll one?
I did.
Art again.
It's not my die.
Art again. You want one of these like shiny ones? This is purple.
Sure.
Here, have a purple one. Art again. What'd you roll, Brian? Merritt?
5.
And a 1. Did anyone roll a natural 20 over here?
I didn't roll a natural 20, but I got a 23.
I rolled a 17.
Guys fail as a group.
God damn it, man.
But, Art again. What happens when you roll a 1? You're not very observant of your surroundings.
Can I say I got dust in my eye?
Sure. So you guys see Artigan as you guys approach. He's like, ah! And you see him like grab his head and his eye and he starts rubbing it, like vigorously rubbing it, and he's making a lot of noise. He's generally distracting.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I got some dust in my eye. I don't know what happened.
Here, hold your eye. Blink. Hold your
I'm like, it's okay to be emotional. You don't have to lie.
What? Ow. What?
Yeah, yesterday was kind of messed up, man. You don't have to hide it.
It's all right, man. Let it out. Keep walking.
Amazing. Well, we better be going,
Let's be off.
Max says.
Here's we will be each other's company for quite some time. Could I get your names, please?
The girl speaks. I am Nara.
Yes, Nara. We met yesterday.
This is Karlt.
Charles?
I want to say Velgeith? Velheig. This is Karl Velheig.
Velheig?
Velheig, the family name of the king. The firstborn of Hartotha Velheig.
But he looks younger than.
He looks a little younger than the other guy. The other guy that you met, Trullguff, looked ancient. Like he could be everyone's grandpa.
That's weird. All right. But he's the young one. Okay.
Correct. Second one.
All right.
This is the first one. How long do you think the journey is?
You have to ask our guide.
It's gonna be at least 7 days. Through the dark. It's not gonna be easy. There'll be a lot of climbing. We're gonna have to go through the abyss once more. This time, you can't just jump and skip it.
Right.
Because we're going up. Plus, we don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, I agreed that I wouldn't.
And you've agreed that you'd listen to me
I did. Yeah.
in all dangers.
Mhm.
Good.
So far, I have not let you down.
Since you said that.
Yeah, me either. I haven't let you down either.
Shh.
And let's go.
Yeah, don't talk.
Stares you down. Been rather mouthy lately.
Come on, it's just simple banter.
I pull you aside as you try and talk to me. I just pull you over here. I'm like, oh, let's talk, Garavan.
Every word has meaning.
I'm
When I
pulling
told
him
you
away.
I could kill you at any time, I wasn't lying.
Shut up, don't talk, shut up. We're moving away. I'm like, shut up, shut up. I'm like, Mary, why don't you have our guide move us out of here? Come on, Hack, we can get going now.
Starts walking, doing his little strut.
We're gonna stay kind of
Leaving
in the
the group.
back until everybody else goes. We're gonna be kind of back. Like, listen, man, you gotta stop. You have to not be giving this guy a hard time. If you give this guy a bunch of shit, we will never leave here. He'll lead us into like some fucking drider nest or something horrible, and they'll do drider things to us until they eat us. I don't know, some bad shit. So you have to stop. If you antagonize him,
Right. Just really don't trust this guy.
yeah, it's okay. For a long time, I didn't trust you, but I gave you the benefit of the doubt, and I wasn't asked to you.
Yeah, but I don't want to give this guy the benefit of the doubt.
We don't have a choice. Until we get topside, have to be okay with it. Once we're up there, if you want to dissolve our partnership, we'll pay him. He'll go his way. That's fine.
I'll just stay to the back of the line.
Okay, good idea. Keep a lookout on the rear. All right, I move up again. I leave him back there.
All right. You guys start your journey. You start your ascent towards the surface.
Mhm.
It's a hard journey. It's a lot of climbing, a lot of different areas where you're going to need to help your friends. I'm not going to make you roll all of it.
I'll try to talk to the emissary while we're climbing and moving up and stuff. Make some conversation.
Sure. So, during one of the lulls, catch his attention. What do you say?
So, you're going to the surface to meet with the king of the Service Kingdom?
I am.
Have you ever been up there before?
This will be the first time to the surface.
I hope we come out at nighttime. It's going to be kind of bright in the daytime.
I'm sure we'll manage.
I mean,
Are we
yeah.
going towards the city?
I hope we're coming out into the city. I'm not sure. Hack is our guide. I don't know heads or tails down here, to be honest with you. But hopefully he's bringing us out. If not in the city, then near the city. But either way, we'll see you to your audience with the king. We won't abandon you as soon as we reach the open air.
Well, thank you for your guidance.
Yeah. If there's anything we can do during the trip, let me know.
Like what?
I don't know. Saying if you need assistance with anything, if you want to know more about the surface world before you go up there, I mean, I can tell you about some of the customs. Although Art might be better than me at that. He's a keeper of tales.
Sure. I've studied it a bit during my upbringing.
That's good.
I should be prepared for this.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you, though.
Yeah, no problem. Do you know why you're going to meet with the Surface King? Do they ask to meet with you often?
I know why. I'm told that I shouldn't discuss it with you.
Oh, fair enough. Sure. Unfortunately, I don't think I made a very good impression with your father last time I met him.
Very hard to get along with.
Yeah, and
He's been around so long that he thinks his opinions are the only ones that matter.
That might be an easy thing to believe when you're a king. I don't know. We're hoping that we maybe could, by doing us a favor, convince him to lend us some troops to try to assault Mad Magnus Monroe. But I don't even know what your take is on Mad Magnus, or if you guys even feel the repercussions of his actions down here.
His war doesn't bother us much. It's your war. It's your trouble.
It is.
You guys continue ascending, making more small talk. He asks you a few different questions about the surfaces and people up there and the customs, mostly the customs of the cities. He asks you some of that as well.
Okay.
He seems like a nice guy, though. Yeah.
As much as I can.
Seems respectful.
What about what's her face? Does she seem like she's afraid of him?
No, she seems rather quiet. She only speaks when spoken to. She doesn't make conversation unless you ask her questions, and they're very short answers, to the point.
I'll ask her questions too. But I'm basically gonna, whenever I'm making conversation with her, kind of shoot at the whole like, do you want to be free thing.
Like, just come out and say it?
Well, it would be like, what's it like, working for your uncle? How did he treat you well? Things like that. I'm gonna fish her a little bit and see if she's cool with it, or if.
Give me some persuasion.
How many rolls do you want?
Best 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Or worse.
Right, yeah. So let's see. So here's 2. So, that's bad. 8, 13, and then 16.
8, 13, and 16?
Yeah.
So during the course of a few days, trying to fish, not come out and just outright ask her if she wants to be free, it seems that over the course of these days, she... Well, let's see what she gets. Yeah, over the course of these days, she stays further away from you.
Okay.
And stops talking to you. And
That's
when you
fair.
ask her questions, the answers become shorter, more concise, or sometimes, uncustomarily, she doesn't even give you answers.
So, but do I get any kind of feel for whether or not she's cool with what's going on? Or she just starts avoiding me and won't answer?
It's hard to tell because she's not giving you much to work with in the first place.
Okay.
And you feel like your words must have been off-putting at some point. You're not sure when that happened.
Sure.
But you guys make it up to the abyss, where you have to go across the ledges and the rocks and the outcroppings. You have to start making some climb checks.
Mm-hmm.
Hack looks over, he's like, this part's gonna be a lot tougher.
It'll be better with 2 legs than it was with 1.
It'll be easy for you. I don't know about them.
The dwarves?
He looks at Merritt for one, and he looks at the dwarves, the Durgar and the dwarf. Who wants to go first?
I'll pair up with someone who's not good. Like, who do you think would have the hardest time?
He looks at the dwarf girl. Maybe you should go with her.
I think Art should pair up with her. Is that me? That's me. Yeah, I think Art, you should pair up with her. I think I've accidentally offended her at some point in the past couple of days.
You should probably go with your friend then, because last time he almost died.
Anybody have any rope?
I don't.
You guys didn't bring rope again.
Well, we had rope.
Well then,
You had all the chance in the world to go buy it in Grak'Thindalin.
Hey, you didn't get any either, all right?
I don't need it.
Anybody else have rope? I'll go to the dwarves.
Sorry, I didn't bring any.
That's
I
fine.
didn't think about it either.
Okay, so when it's time to make a jump, I'm just going to push you. You're going to try to get some air.
How far up is this?
You're in the abyss again. You look down
It's
into
forever.
black and into void, and you know that down below is that web that spans the entirety of the caverns. And you know that there, if you fall, you will die. Although you guys made it last time.
Can I make I've had 2 encounters with spiders that I didn't like, so I just want to be like extra perceptive to spiders. So
Okay.
Do
so
I
you're keeping your eye out for spiders. You're staying at attention and alert for anything that might be coming from above or from the rock ledges might
Yeah.
be crawling up.
Yep. So, looking at our 2 guests, I'm going to reach over and I'm going to pull a patch off of my robe. That once I start pulling at the patch, it just keeps unrolling into the 50-foot hempen rope.
Oh, nice. There you go.
whoa,
Robe of useful things. Okay, so I think what we should do is we should divide it up. Tie the 2 of us together. Tie you to the Dwarven girl and tie him to you, Hack. Because you seem like a decent climber and we'll buddy up. That way, if you fall, I'll try to hold you.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right?
All right, I'm gonna hop up.
Yeah.
First.
You're okay. Go do your thing.
Should I give him?
Do you need
can
a
I give him
check?
a help up
Um,
action? Or?
you're not gonna need to make a check
Great.
You
for the
just
first
it.
jump.
Right.
There's no climbing involved. You just jump across this one rocky ledge to the next with relative ease.
How far away
Merritt,
is it?
you're gonna need to make a check.
How far away is the jump?
The jump is 10 feet.
Oh, so I can hop it pretty easily.
You can hop.
So
And
I'm
that's
going
a
to grab
strength
my end of the
check.
rope, and when you jump, I'm going to haul on you and try to get you to clear.
How much do we care that we get these successfully?
What do you mean?
Well,
If you fall, gonna
We
die.
care a lot.
Well, this first one's sounds like there's gonna be tougher ones coming up.
yeah,
I would make yourself better at it, or you can make them better at it, or however you can get better, I'd get better
Yeah.
now.
I'll hand him a potion of giant strength.
Oh.
I'll leave it up to you if you want to take it now or later.
There you go. Then that would make the rolling not happen.
How long does it last?
I believe it's a minute, but I can double check. A second.
Let's save this for more perilous times. I would say we should get these others across first. I can enhance their abilities to jump for a few moments. If we can get Nara and Carl across,
Okay.
perhaps we would all benefit. And it needs to be need to be up close and touching them too.
I'll
Grant
make
them
it
that
work.
blessing.
Sure. All right.
You drink the potion and changes your strength score for an hour.
Not bad.
That would be nice. Then we wouldn't have to be tethered together.
Timeline wise, are we nearly out? Is this just where it gets?
You're a few days out. You've been there 4 days climbing up through to the abyss.
Hold on to this for now then. But I start with Nara and I cast guidance on her.
So, who's tied to Nara?
Be me, I
Bird
believe.
again. You're gonna give her the help action.
Yep.
She's gonna try and hop across with an athletics check. Clear the ledge.
It's a D4.
She doesn't even get to the end of the ledge and she starts slipping before she even jumps, and
grab
you
her.
see like the rocks crumble beneath her feet. You go to grab her. Give me an athletics.
No. I don't know what dice that is. Well, still +7, so it'd be a 12.
So you grab onto her before she just falls off the ledge, and she gets her footing, and she's like, I I'm sorry. I can do it. I can do it. I'm sorry.
Would I be able to just carry her and jump across myself?
What's your strength?
16.
You can jump 8 feet if you're carrying her.
Mine's at 18. Can I make it over?
You can jump 9 feet if you carry her.
That's 10-foot gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can do it.
Okay.
She catches her breath. You cast guidance again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to touch?
Yes.
Okay, so you touch her and you feel her body kind of shaking when you do. She gets to the ledge, takes a few steps back to get that running start.
Did you tie her off?
And she goes
She's tied to me,
to
so-
jump, and she gets into the air, like a foot up, and you know she's not going to clear, and she's already over the ledge.
Am I able to like pull her back the rope,
She's
or
starting to fall.
I'll pull her in?
I grab Artigan's belt. Scoop! In case she yanks him off.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. She starts falling, and you feel that anchored weight start to make the wraparound and come closer and closer to the side of the cliff.
Oh yeah, spoof. She's gonna eat the cliff hard. Because she's gonna do this.
Guess reaction featherfall. So
That'd probably be good.
Before she dies.
She starts falling off the cliff, and you feel that weight starting to pull on the rope. And you cast Featherfall, and that weight slightly relieves as she
And I'll
starts
start
coasting
pulling it up
towards
too.
the cliff. And he grabs onto your belt, and you start pulling her up.
When you cast Featherfall, you can do it to like 6 people. Right?
It is
5?
5 creatures. Yep.
You should just... No, I don't want to say anything.
I mean, you're gonna do it 2-5.
Yeah.
What, 5?
Who doesn't get it?
Oh yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
There's 7 of you.
Yep.
7. So yeah, I will not do it to you and me.
You haul her up, and she's crying and trembling. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm scared of heights. I never should have come up here. I'm sorry.
Dwarf tossing.
I can try to toss, yeah.
Right? I just look at him like dwarf tossing. I'm like...
All right, you get to roll as you're gonna hack.
I don't feel like this is better.
This is better, trust me.
It's gonna be athletics, guidance.
Actually, you're gonna get advantage because she's feather falling.
Well, 12 plus 7 is 19 plus 2, 21.
So you lift her lightly and toss her across, and she's shaking the whole time, but she lands on the ledge nimbly because she's falling slowly.
Mhm.
She grabs onto the wall and shrinks back against the wall.
You're
on the
fine.
ledge.
You're good.
Then you go across. You don't have to roll.
Oh yeah, I don't have to roll. That's good.
You guys can go, you and Merritt.
I'm gonna go over first, and when you have a pull on you.
You have feather falling, so you're gonna get advantage as well.
Could actually just hop over.
Should I
and
send
just
everyone else first so I can continue to enhance everyone who's jumping?
I think we're okay now.
So who's left behind? I'm going to touch Carl and bless Carl. And I'm going to cast guidance on him and then say, okay. And I jump.
Okay.
Get advantage.
Yes. What was it? Athletics?
Yeah.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, then, I'm ready to really win.
So he is jumping across the ledge, and you can see he's not actually going to make the distance to the entirety of the ledge.
I'm gonna...
But with feather falling, you're able to rope him back in.
Yeah.
Hey, you pulled too
No,
soon.
no.
I was gonna.
I want to jump across first, so I can pull him across when he jumps.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
then you jumped across and you pull him across.
Right. That's what I want to do.
So then Hack looks at Carl. He's like, well, go ahead. And Carl makes the jump.
Come on, Carl.
He gets advantage. Natural 20.
Yay!
Nice.
Booyah!
Jumps across the ledge, and you see Hack grab the rope and yank it back before he makes it across the ledge.
What?
And you see Carl's body, midair, jolt backwards. He hasn't even gone about 3 feet over, and he was going to make this easy. And when Hack does it, he cuts the rope. And you guys see Carl start to tumble downwards. Midair. Not by the cliff.
It's feather falling
Feather falling.
down, though.
We know what happens next. I look at Hack, I'm like, why did you do that?
And you hear, as that happens, Nara shrieks. She like screams. Ah!
It's her dad, right?
Don't know.
I don't know
Well, she
that,
obviously
but we
doesn't
gotta
wanna
act. We
Okay.
gotta act.
So this is what I
Roll
do.
initiative.
How far out is he? He couldn't be that far out from the
No,
cliff.
he's across the ledge.
Okay.
No, you mean Carl or Hack?
Carl. I don't know where Hack is.
He is
Oh,
basically
so slow.
falling, but right next to Hack's side.
Right.
Because he grabbed the rope and yanked him in like a leash.
Is there a ledge below him at all?
You're in the abyss.
I know what my plan is. I'm going to chuck Merritt at him and hope Merritt can grab him and I can reel them both in. That's my plan. But it's not my turn yet.
Initiatives.
I got unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
17.
So, Garavon. Merritt.
You can put me at the end. I got a natural 1 with a +1.
Do you want another die? You want to keep switching them up?
Well, I used the wrong one, so I guess I
the purple
can't.
one.
Oh, you should know better.
Yeah.
4.
Or,
Yeah, I'm not very fast either. A lot going on here.
alright, so.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't want to. I
Carl.
get to kill Hack right now, is what I get to do.
He has the skull because he's going to die.
Like,
if we
there's
don't do
no.
something.
Do I have all my spell slots back as well?
Yeah, all rested.
Oh, I just thought of other things we could do to reel him in that would be less savory for him.
What did you roll?
15, 16, 17. This is just business as usual for Merritt. It's like someone goes into
Garavon,
this, Merritt
You
goes
go
into-
first. You see Carl now falling, ropeless.
Do you think ensnaring strike would save him? Like, would it?
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
Just
Maybe
maybe it's the ground.
Tie off an
Pin him
arrow
to the
and
wall.
shoot it to him.
Yeah, you could tie off an arrow and shoot it into him.
It'll take an action to tie off an arrow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
If he's falling 60 feet a turn, your range is 300 without disadvantage. You could tie it off and stick one in him, but he might die.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. No, that doesn't sound like a good idea. I'm gonna. I'm going to ensnaring strike. Little hack slash.
I mean, Hack might have thought he was
Slash.
Hack might have thought
I
he was
didn't
disobeying.
think about that for a second. All right, here we go.
Smells like human dude.
Come on, baby. You hate him.
Yeah, it smells pretty gnarly.
God damn it! I get advantage though, because I go first.
Yep, that's right.
You do.
Man.
You want to kill him so bad?
All right. I'm actually thinking clearly right now. No! No!
Oh no.
Your arrow flies past Hack, and he looks right at you and he smiles.
Oh, I don't want to. Great. That's what happens. That's bad enough. That's the worst thing in the world.
You get another shot? Next round. Hack, what the fuck?
Hack's turn.
He probably runs off.
He jumps across the ledge
Next to me?
towards you guys.
Sweet.
And as he jumps, you see his body shift and morph and expand and grow into a large canine. It doesn't look like a dog. It looks like a mutated, muscly, hairless ward.
Ugh.
And when he hits the ledge, you can feel the strength of this body land next to you guys. And it gets in all of your ways.
I mean,
Generally.
we're in a line, right?
Yeah.
I was the last one to cross, me and Merritt.
And it's standing right next to you.
Okay.
It snarls.
But behind it is a drop.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you feather fall, Hack?
I said everyone except for you and me, so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But he doesn't attack.
Okay. I'm like, Hack, hey there, buddy, what's going on?
And he just looks at you. Go ahead, Merritt.
Bye.
I'm like, oh, okay.
And I throw myself down toward Carol.
Can you grab him?
What's your
The jump was 10
rope's
feet.
length? You guys split up a 50-foot rope between 3 groups.
So 25,
It'd be like 17 feet,
17
give or take.
feet. Yep.
So he can't be more than 10 feet away because the jump is only 10 feet. And he pulled him back before he completed the jump so that he would fall. So he's somewhere less than 10 feet away, which means you should be able to get to him.
So one thing I should mention, Featherfall. It says choose up to 5 creatures. Falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no follow damage and can land on its feet, and the spell ends for that creature. Technically, none of us have Featherfall if we jumped,
Because we landed?
because
Yeah.
we landed.
But
So,
he
attack.
does. So you just need to hit him, and
Yeah.
then I'm going to have to hang on.
I didn't know that. I don't have it.
Make an athletics check as you spear tackle dive
However,
off the cliff.
because it is reaction, I could cast it again when he jumps.
So 12.
I mean, you should be able to get that far out. You're just going to fall. Maybe you can't catch him, though. Maybe you slap into him, and you like face into his crotch, and then he spins away.
Spear him in the throat with my
Yeah.
horns.
Who knows? Oh, God.
He's falling faster, so I could use my reaction next turn. Featherfall.
He's going to hit the end of the rope,
Yes.
and then I'm going to have to hang on to something.
Oh, I'm tied. tied
to me.
you, so.
Yeah, you're tied to me. So you're going to hit it.
How'd that work?
And I'm going to have to grab onto something.
I'm just trying to
We
decide.
have no idea.
not go
We're fucking
over.
with physics on this one.
Yeah. It's going to be hard
I'm
to
gonna
hang
leave this
on.
up to the DM gods.
Yes.
Oh, why am I rolling
Go
this
forth,
player
player
killer?
killer. Die.
Yeah.
Do the DM gods say you have enough length, time, and distance?
Come on.
Strength.
Rule of fun, man.
And timing.
You do make it all the way, and you hit Carl, and you wrap your body around him, and he grabs onto you, and now you're 2 dead weights on the end of a rope that
This is what
starts
sucks.
swinging into the cliff,
I got to hang on.
and you're gonna hit the side of the cliff.
Do I get a reaction to Featherfall him before that, or no?
When did you use your reaction?
When the girl jumped for the first time.
Sure.
Okay. So, reaction, Featherfall.
Alright, so you guys now lightly glide towards the end.
That makes it easier on me, thanks. You're not going to pull me in half.
Fun if I see you go.
Yeah. You're like, oh, hang on, Carl.
Here we go.
So look up specifics.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about flying off.
Correct.
Okay.
You hold on to them as they lightly swing into the side of the cliff and the rope's just dangling.
I'm like, okay, Hack, there's 2 ways this can go. I'm like, we could all be cool and talk about you just made a mistake and you can get us to the surface, or we can fight and that would be bad.
Carl is now climbing up your face. He's starting to climb the rope.
Yeah.
You'll get advantage.
I'm like, why don't we
She
just
does,
talk
yeah.
this out,
I
Hack?
was like, well, I cast guidance. So
We
what's
can
going
still
on?
talk about this.
Hack just snarls at you.
Okay. I drop the shield. I'm like, I don't want to fight.
It's not his turn. Your turn.
Well, I am going to... I'm going to use my reaction to hold my action.
You're going to hold your action.
Yep. And if he does anything aggressive to me or anybody else in the party, I'm just going to shove him off with my shield.
Okay.
Like I can push him 10 feet. So I'm like, hey, I don't want to fight. I just want to talk about this. But if you decide to fight, it will be bad for at least someone, including you. So why don't we just talk this out? I'm sure we can come to some kind of an understanding. I'm trying to talk him down.
Artigan.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it. He's our ride home.
He done fucked up, man.
Dude, this would be like killing that one guy in Sliders that used to do the kid commercials. No one, you would never slide home again.
It's Artigan's turn.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Is like technically, if you ready an action and you're using your reaction, which I don't want to do because I want to have that ready for Featherfall.
You just Featherfall a bunch of people, though.
Yeah, but if my turn passes, then I'd have my reaction again, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You've used your reaction last round. It's your turn. You get another reaction after your turn. Or during your turn.
So I'm just going to Blade Word myself. And, yeah, just keep my reaction so I'm not doing anything else.
Caravan.
I say, I yell over at Delaran and I go, Delaran, there's no talking to this guy.
Oh no, don't do this.
And I ready my action. So if he makes any sudden movement towards
Any
any aggressive attack movement to anybody, I will shoot him. Sharpshooter them. Fucker.
It's his turn.
Mm-hmm.
He morphs back into Hack.
Mm-hmm.
His body shrinks down to that stout goblin, hunched over. He's looking up at you with your shield out, and he's like, "You should let him die. We don't need him."
Well, his brother has a vial of my blood, and if he doesn't come back, he's gonna find me and try and kill me, probably.
The one that sold me into slavery.
Who's sold you into slavery?
That fucker down there.
Oh, did he really?
Should just let him go. That's about his turn.
I look at the girl and I'm like, what do you think?
She's hands over mouth and she's pressed up against the wall and she's still shrieking. Like you can
Oh,
see
she's
tears
still
rolling
freaking
down
out.
her eyes.
I don't know. I'd feel bad about it if we did it now. That's why I say to Hack, I feel bad about it if we did it now.
Continues climbing up the rope. With advantage.
After I cut the rope. You're down there.
Carl makes it to the ledge. That's as far as he can make it this turn.
The rope's tied to me, so he's basically climbing up to me.
Did Merritt not get a turn?
Yeah, Merrick, go.
I see if I can move up at all.
You gonna try and climb up the rope with advantage? This is why I have these, so you guys can remind me when I skip someone, by the way.
Right.
Thank you. Or
With advantage? You just like flop around at the end. And I'm like, stop moving
he's trying
so
to
much.
climb, and you see the rope dangling and hitting Carl as well as it's going by.
I'm like, stop. Just stop moving. Just stop. Just stop. Just wait.
Excellent. Just let him go.
I put the shield in the way for him to get up.
Before he can climb up.
So he can't climb up to the top of the ledge. And I say, hey, Carl, I need to ask you some questions really quick.
It'll be your turn. You can ready your action.
Yeah.
What's your readied action?
My ready to action is that I tell him, you should stop climbing and we should talk for a second before you come up. And if he tries to climb over the shield, you know what happens.
Artigan.
They're slavers.
man, I'm showing restraint here.
I'm
So we
just
gotta meet 50-50.
like, looking at the situation. I don't know what's going to go on.
Hack's kind of right. We don't really need this guy.
Hack's a piece of shit.
Why? Just 'cause he's a goblin? Look at you, you racist fuck.
I feel like somebody's going to go out the
You're
ledge,
right,
so I'll do
I-
Blade Ward
I am.
again and just wait and see what's going on.
You hold.
Or I
I do
was.
hold.
Character was.
Artigan holds. Everyone's kind of quiet except you and Hack, and Merritt's dangling at the end of the rope, and Karl is at the edge. Caravan. You can speak, hold actions.
I'm just solely focused on hack.
I know.
That's it.
Wow.
No,
He makes a threatening action still
no. Yep. Any threatening action
towards anyone.
towards anyone. I will say, I would not move an inch, Hack.
Okay, so I'm looking at Karl. Is that his name?
But it's Hack's turn.
Yeah, okay.
He looks at you. He's like, "Just do it. Just do it.
He's egging
You
me
sold
on.
me and my brother into slavery.
I don't know.
I know it's him by his rings." And you look down, and he is wearing a couple rings. One is a skull and crossbones with red eyes, and they're fancy. The other one is two swords crossing each other. Do you have history?
No.
You
I
can
don't
go
do
ahead and
things
roll
like
it when
that.
he mentions the rings.
This is not the dice that. No.
Wow, man. Wow.
It was a 4 that I rolled.
We're gonna keep
So-
trading out until you find one that fits.
That's a +1, so 5.
Good
You're
God.
not entirely sure.
You don't know. Yeah.
Nope.
All right, so
Merit. Before I skip you. You're taking notes from
let's,
below.
yeah, so I
Guys?
I like keep him from climbing up. and
You
I'm
can
like, hey.
hear the conversation. Even though it's above you, you can still hear it because they're not trying to be quiet. And he's yelling at Delron. And Delron's
Think about it.
carrying
being
his voice
serious right
towards
now? Are we?
Karth.
Is right now the good time for this?
Do you want to use your action as well? Bonus action?
Oh.
You're still dangling, but lightly.
No, I'm not.
You've given up
I'm
on
not
climbing.
capable of climbing this rope apparently. And even if I were capable, there's a man in front of me. So yeah, I'm sort of pleading for some sanity. Now is not really the moment, gentlemen. As I look down into the abyss below me.
You hear,
Oh,
For real, not the moment, not the moment, not the moment.
you take a look down and you see a pale spider climbing up towards
I don't actually say anything about it.
you don't say anything about it? Okay.
you. It's still
Yeah.
a little bit down there. It'll probably take an action or two to get to you. You're not entirely sure. Everyone up above can give me a perception check.
Oh yeah.
New die.
Nope. I don't know.
Disadvantage though, everyone, because of conflict.
Can you get any worse there? You roll a 20. Yes, you can get worse. You roll a 20, that doesn't matter.
Wow, man.
But at least you rolled a 20.
Yeah.
I have never seen anybody roll like you when you're playing art.
Disadvantage.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Oh, that's not bad. I got 22.
So you're focused on Hack, solely focused on Hack. But from below, you hear the skittering.
I hear the spider.
You hear the spider.
Probably.
And I fucking hate spiders, dude.
Yeah.
Hate spiders.
They fucked me up in the past. So,
But it is Karl's turn.
Yep.
What's he gonna do? Pull me up. We can talk. We don't have to do this. Just pull me up. There's something down there. I can hear it.
They're spiders. They want to eat you and suck your juices out your ass cheek, probably. Listen. Why are you going to the surface? And did you sell him and his brother into slavery?
Does he have time? I don't even know him.
Is he lying? Insight?
You can roll it.
Oh, fuck. I roll a natural 1.
Mm.
Is he lying?
He doesn't seem to know him. What do you think?
What do I think? I mean, I probably think that I feel like I would think the opposite of the truth. So if he's telling the truth, I might be like, he's lying. Fuck. Or if he's lying, I might be like, oh, he's obviously telling the truth.
You're super confused.
Okay, so I just don't know what's going on. What are you saying? Pull me up. We'll talk about it later.
You don't want to do this. You don't want to be at odds with the king. Just pull me up.
I was thinking about killing you anyways, to be honest.
See his eyes go a little wider. Nara's over there crying. She like sobs a little harder when you say that.
Well, I thought maybe you were like your brother who beats the shit out of her over there. I don't really like that too much. Treats his own niece as a slave. I don't think that's okay. Yeah.
That's about a turn's worth of talk.
It's fine.
Artigan.
Spider coming up.
I don't like that spider. I don't know how much I can do against the spider, though. Well. But I do have a crossbow. Fuck it. I haven't used it.
Artigan pulls out his crossbow for the first time in the 9 sessions we've had.
Didn't know you had a crossbow.
Points it downwards and rolls to hit.
What? Wait, what'd you do? What?
I'll take a shot at it.
Tiefling in
I
a
haven't
barrel.
done this. I don't really know how to do this very well.
Yes, you do. You're trained. Look at that.
What?
I told you, you're good. You're fine. You're trained. You know how to do this.
Just need that pep talk.
Yeah, right.
I don't.
Artigan
Inspiration.
points his crossbow down, and with a swiftness and a quickness, boom, and it looks like he's shooting
What are
at
you?
you,
No.
and the bolt goes right past your head, down in the distance,
So,
and you hear the shriek of a spider like,
I don't even know what the damage is on that because I don't even have it.
crossbow is D6.
Yep.
D6?
No, I think it's a D8.
It depends, I guess, what size the crossbow
Yeah, what is it, a light crossbow?
It
or
was
heavy?
just the crossbow that I
It's
picked
probably a
up with the
light
guys.
crossbow.
So, yeah.
So D6 times 2 plus your dexterity mod.
Which is 0.
So D6 times 2.
8 damage.
8
You're
damage.
good at it, man.
Amazing.
You're fine.
The crossbow bolt goes past Merritt and hits something that shrieks. Make Garabon proud right there, Artigan. Nice shot.
Garabon. Wah.
Merritt.
I was thinking about it. I didn't feel
Actually,
it.
I like Garabon.
Well done. My turn. I remembered that I just remember the vision I have and always don't try to protect Merritt.
Merritt.
So I it distracts me away from Hack, and I sharpshooter right down.
Sharpshooter. Roll to hit. With advantage because you're going before it.
8 and 8, 16.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Great. So sharpshooter is D8 plus 10
Mm-hmm.
It's 14.
plus 14.
Oh,
Sorry.
plus 10
14.
plus 4 with your dex.
You have
Yep,
D8 plus
so
14 if you're
14.
sharpshooting.
Plus, so that was 5,
And it's wounded.
and it's wounded, right?
So another D8.
So another D8. So 5 and 6 is 11, and 14 is
25.
25.
25. You, inspired by Artigan's amazing shot, loose an arrow, also past Merritt. Now projectiles are flying past you as you're swinging on this rope. This one also hits. Finish him.
Goes just right in between its little mandibles, right into his clear body. Goes straight through. Guts, blood everywhere.
Love it. You guys
It's
don't
great.
even see it, but it's great because it's so far down. But the arrow perfectly hits this creature, knocks it loose of the wall, and splits its body, goes right through it, falls into the abyss. As you do that, Hack goes to attack this poor hanging fool with the dagger.
Damn it.
Definitely. It's for 18 damage.
Does it die?
And Karlth now has a dagger implanted into his side. He's gonna try to hang on. That's cocked. Like a 19 or a 3. That could have been anything.
You should probably have advantage if he's feather falls still. His feet hasn't touched the ground. He's not like he
I'll
hasn't
give him
come upon
advantage.
solid earth.
To hold himself up. He does hold himself up. He's like, oh, fuck. Merritt.
Yeah, well, we're never getting out of
So
here.
yeah, so I'm just holding on. No! And healing word on Geralt. For 5. And I'm going to prop my feet up against the wall like I'm repelling, so that if he were to fall, whichever way he goes, I'm going to try to catch him.
him.
I'm going to try not to look down. So
Carl's
I'm
going to
looking
try to climb up.
That's okay. I don't push him.
All right. He attempts to climb up with a natural 20. He pulls himself up with one hand and grabs onto you, and then you offer your hand as he's about to just grab you,
Yeah, I'm like, come on.
and lifts himself onto his feet. Onto the ledge.
I'm gonna try to make sure because Hack. I'm thinking that like Hack is to my left. I want to try to help him climb to the right, so I'm between the two of them. So I'm like, you should go over there.
Yeah. Hack's like, shouldn't have done that. Just let him go. It is your turn.
I push Hack off.
All right. Roll the hit.
I drop my shit.
All right, it's an athletics check, isn't it?
I'm like, I'm sorry, Hack. Fuck, I fail.
What'd you
A
roll?
3, so I roll a 9.
You push Hack off.
I'm like, I'm sorry, Hack. He goes 10 feet or into the abyss.
You see him fall into the abyss.
I launch myself off, get in his way.
You can try and save him?
Can you push off more than 10 feet?
I don't know. But
I mean, he did it once
kinda
before.
That's what I
Give
was
me an
prepped
athletics
for.
check with
You
advantage.
can try.
So 12.
When I do, I look back at Carlton and I'm like, I just saved your life.
Okay. You have held your action. Push off. Do grab Hack.
Bear hug him and we swing into the wall.
He's like, just let him go. Just kill him.
It's not how we do things.
You're now again swaying in the air with
Is that how we do
another
things? Like, that's how I just try to do
friend.
something.
I know.
Artigan.
What is going on here? So many different
keep
ideas
going
of
over the
what's
side of
going
the
on.
ledge.
Oh, so many ideas of what to do.
No one. It would help if everyone in the party was actually making one solid decision.
That's not how parties work.
I know.
That's not how we do things.
Parties are collective.
What do you do, Artigan? You can hold an action.
I can. I also have another thing I could do.
You can do whatever you choose. You are you.
I'm gonna hold my action to cast sleep.
Okay.
And
What's the trigger?
What's the trigger?
if anyone makes an attack on anybody.
I mean, you know what sleep does, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes to the lowest hit point person first. No
And then
matter
moves its
what.
way up.
But I can also target a specific area.
It's true.
They're dwarves. Just saying.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look for a spot where I can
It'd be
get the
funny if it's
geometry.
himself. I don't think it works like that. But
I'm just looking for an area
you're in
where
the
I
area, you
can.
have
if anyone
to be,
makes
so
an
it
attack,
does.
Yeah, I'm looking for an area where I can
Caravan.
exclude people. So
Merritt's now holding
Yeah,
Hack.
I go over to whatever it is, and I'm gonna start pulling
The rope.
the rope up.
That's tied to my waist.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm like, maybe we should think about this.
No, there's no thinking about it. I want Merritt up here.
Okay. I got us push Shack off again later.
Yeah, of course. Like, right, I'm on that side.
Okay.
But we're gonna get Merritt up here because
Merritt.
it's a good call.
Hack's like, you should just let him go. He's a slaver. That's what they do.
I just don't say anything.
What do you do? It's your turn.
I keep him bear hugged.
Hold on tightly. Artigan.
This is the game of Merritt hugging people during a thing. It's tense moments.
You did save the party by doing it, so like, hugs not drugs.
Is anyone wounded?
I know that
No, because we
dwarf is-
slept, right? So we healed when we slept. So
Your sleep spell triggers. Reactions happen before the attack, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Very important.
Yep. Next step before the attack.
Carl pulls out his sword and goes to cut the rope.
Oh fuck no.
Yep, that sleep spell's going off. So, let's see. It's 5d8.
Night, dude. It's one of
Let's
us.
see, we didn't. Yeah, had marked that I was at 22, but I'm not because we didn't.
No.
Pretty sure everyone rested, right?
Yeah, everyone rested after that demon fight, so I'm at full.
Because we slept the night and then left in the morning, correct?
So,
So, you guys see him channeling this energy. His hands are
I'll
translucent,
count the
green
dice. So that's one.
inside.
You count the numbers, I'll count the dice.
yep, 7 plus 2 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. Plus 5 was
18.
20. Was it 18?
One more.
6. So it's
24.
24.
He had 22 hit points left.
Oh man.
He goes to cut the rope, and you see the sword swing in the air. And as it's about to hit the rope, his hand goes limp. The sword falls out of his hand into the abyss past Merritt and Hack. And he listlessly falls asleep towards the wall and slides down the wall. This whole time, Nara's over there, pale, crying, shrieking.
I say, tell me now. Is he your father?
Persuasion check.
Actually, can I intimidate her? I feel like I'd be more successful. And I feel like in the circumstances, the DC would be lower to intimidate her. So I'm just going to scare the shit out of her. Like, tell me now, was he your father? 17 plus 6, so 5 is... 17 plus 5, so 22.
22.
Yep. Is he your father?
She's crying, she's bawling, and looks like she's going to say something, and then she just breaks down in a full sob, and she's like, no, he's not my...
Does he mistreat you? Does he beat you like your other uncle?
That was her reaction.
Well, I'll wait to talk to her about it, but if she says yes, then I'll go for a ride. He already tried to cut the rope on my buddy. Fuck that. Actually, I'm evil. What am I doing talking to her? He tried to cut the rope on my friend. I don't even...
Made your action.
Okay, next action I'm just gonna throw him
Artigan.
off. He's not her dad, good enough for me. Fuck this guy.
Wow. That did not go the way I expected it to.
Keep forgetting that I'm evil.
This is just a mess, man. This
It
is
is a
just
mess.
a mess. I'm pulling them up.
I'll help.
Chilling.
Actually, no, I'll take and pull the rope as well.
Okay.
Barrett's hugging.
You guys now have the rope almost all the way up.
My
You're
turn?
hauling it up. Nope.
Okay. You know.
Pack holds on tightly. Doesn't really say anything more. Barrett, give me a general perception check. You might not know exactly what's going on up there.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
You actually do know what's going on up there,
Unnatural 20.
amazingly. You've heard all the ruckus. You see Artigan's flash of green as that sleep spell releases. You see Karlth as he's about to swing over the edge onto the rope against the stone and cut it. The sword falls past you, and you see him disappear back behind the ledge again now. Probably sleeping.
Okay. And they're pulling us up.
And they're pulling you up.
How far? from
You're
the
only
edge?
like 5 feet now below the edge. You can almost reach up and grab the ledge. Almost.
Almost, but I can't.
Not quite.
But I'm still hugging on to
Heck.
Pack. My arm's full. It's kind of hard. I guess I have to keep holding. But can I pull him up so that he's actually climbing the rope and not me?
He's bear hugging you as you're bear hugging him.
He's just waiting for it to be over.
Well, I don't like being scraped up against the wall, so I'm going to try to situate my feet under again. So I'm kind of, again, repelling, walking up. I appreciate you guys pulling, but I'm just grinding my face down.
Doran.
Yeah. I throw him over. I mean, fuck this dude. He just tried to kill my friend.
You don't have to explain yourself.
Yeah.
You just
I
grab
grab
him by
I look him in the face.
armor.
I do this, and I go as far as I can. I put him like out in the pit.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Oh, and you're gonna have disadvantage.
He's not resisting. He's asleep. Can I have advantage?
I don't know what happens, but it's real bad.
Go ahead and roll.
You get to say what happens.
18 plus 6 is 24. So I grab him, I put him like so he's over my back, and then I heave out to get some distance on it.
This is amazing. You see this dwarf. You didn't damage him.
Oh, he didn't wake up.
He's still sleeping.
Yep.
He goes through the air. Head over heels. Merritt, you try to push yourself off the edge, and Hack looks at you and he's like, no. And he grabs on tight as you try, and holds you close before you even get any leverage to push, and you see the dwarf. Off into the distance. Slowly falling with Featherfall.
His life is gonna suck when he wakes up.
Wait, did he landed, didn't he?
Nope.
No, he did. He climbed all the way up, so
Oh,
his feet
that's
were on
right.
the ground. So he's not actually feather falling. He's falling.
No, he's Featherfall. He never landed. Oh, no, he did land.
Yeah, he stood up on the thing, so his
You're
feet
right,
touched
so-
the ground. Yeah.
So he's just falling into the distance.
Still a soft land when he hits the webs, I think.
I'll reach down and pull you guys up.
Oh, that was your action.
Sure.
Artigan pulls you guys up. Pat gives you a look. He's like, Nara's crying and sobbing over there in the corner.
I look at her and I'm like, "You belong to him now." That's what I say.
Garavon. That's what Garavon's doing.
Yep.
No, Garavon readies his bow on Hack.
Here's the deal.
And I screamed, "This is your fault."
Oh no! If you kill Hack, we can't get out.
That's what Garavon does. Hack looks at you. He's like, "No, it was his fault. He's the slaver."
Slaver? No slaver. He tried to kill my friend, and that's what happens when you try to kill my friends. It became easy math for me at that point.
You just ruined this whole deal for us.
What deal? We had make a deal with a slaver?
We had to bring him up.
Who cares? We don't need him.
Listen, I have history with slavers, right?
Then maybe you should go with him.
But you just totally destroyed this whole deal for Delaron.
No, he did.
No, this was you.
You didn't let me kill him.
Let's move on.
He got to kill him. That was mine.
Well, I'm sorry that he did that to you and your brother, and I would have been happy to talk through it. But the minute he swung the rope that my friend was on the end of, it turned into my job to kill him, and that's what I did. So you can suck it up, or you can go with him, or we're leaving now. I have no ill will with you over what happened, but we should leave.
Are you killing him? You have no ill will toward me?
Could have said something to us before you decided to shove him into the pit. I was already thinking about killing him. All you had to do was tell me.
Oh, Jesus, are we really going to follow this guy?
That's what Merritt's doing. He's got his head in his hands. We have good options. Do you know the way out? I don't know the way out. Do you know it?
Sure you could find yourself. Someday. If Sasha don't find you first.
Gives a flying fuck about Sasha right now.
I asked the girl, do you know the way out?
She's crying. She's now sobbing.
I mean, her life just turned into probably horrible stuff.
Artigan, are you really going to trust this guy?
He looks at you. Artigan, you gonna trust me? Or this one that's so emotional he can't make a good decision?
Honestly, neither of you sound like a good idea right now. We need to talk this out, otherwise we're gonna
I trust
end
you.
up in another
Let's go.
situation like
We need
this.
to leave.
Told you. That was your first mistake trusting me. Don't trust anyone down here.
Okay. Will you bring me out?
I'm bringing me out.
Well, then I'll follow you. Go ahead.
Mm-mm. What about you, Merritt? You going to trust this guy?
Or are you gonna trust a slaver?
Merritt's having a hard time right now. Why don't we cut him a break? We'll just let Merritt do what he needs to do for a second. Sometimes it's hard being cut from moral fiber. You know, having a stiff moral fiber is a difficult thing to deal with. So we'll just
I feel like
let him.
Marion's gonna get up and stab us in real life.
We'll just let him take his time with things.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything for a while.
Yeah. Like, we should probably just move on before more spiders come. They might be distracted by him for a little while, but not forever.
I'm gonna feed this guy to the spiders here pretty soon.
No,
We can't go with this guy.
We don't have another way to get back to the surface. I don't think that you understand the gravity of that situation.
He totally messed up your deal, man.
So the other guy's gonna come and try to kill me. He's right. I did kill the dwarf. I made the call in the end. Like, it's my responsibility. That's fine.
I put my bow back and I just go.
He's not the first or last person that's gonna want to kill me.
This is ridiculous.
He looks over at everyone. This way. Follow me.
I do. We're still tied together. So you're coming.
Stand up.
He has to get past everyone. He's like, first, I think it's best if I'm tied to Grak'Thindalin.
I think that's a horrible idea, but okay.
I think that's the best way.
There's no way.
I can see you want to throw me off, and I want to throw you off.
You don't get to be tied to any more of us.
That's
Think you can do this without me?
I'm asking you to do it without us. Start walking. We'll follow you.
Fine. Starts walking.
Are you still tied to her?
Mm-hmm. I'll kind of pick her up and reel her against my arm. Walk with
Walk
her.
her on the ledge. She closes into you and holds you tight as you're shimmying the ledge. Heck, shimmies around in front of everyone. Shimmies around you. Go around you on this ledge.
it takes everything I have not to.
He looks up
Bump
at you
him.
as he's doing it, but he's grabbing on to all you guys as he's going by.
I don't mind. I'll help him go by. I'm like, here you go.
He's like looking at you in your eyes. Gets to the front of the party. Starts walking. 20 paces ahead of everyone.
Okay.
I cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Good call.
Cast Hunter's Mark on.
So as we're going, I'm like, are you okay?
More okay than our former traveling companion.
That's true. Sorry about that, but when he was willing to cut you to put Hack in the Abyss, I figured he's not really worth traveling with. I can't be okay with people that are going to cut my friends free. I don't have a lot of friends. It's not like I have a whole bunch to spare.
You didn't have to kill him, man.
Yeah, I did.
It was either going to be Hack was going to kill him or he was going to kill Hack.
Hack was not going to kill anybody. I was going to kill Hack.
Well, see, that's the thing is... we
So
had
here's the deal.
trade.
Hack and him can't coexist in the party, correct? Hack is the one that knows the way out. That guy didn't know the way out. And Hack didn't try to kill any of you. He did.
What's going to happen when the king finds out?
He's going to try and kill me.
We already have one Underdark person.
They can already find
Jesus.
me. They have the blood. So when we get to the surface, we might have to part ways for a little bit.
Or we can just try to find another way to cloak you from detection.
Could try to find another amulet, but they're expensive. We don't have that kind of money. Use the money to buy armor. Thought it was going to be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be when they come to find me.
Well, we'll see how far they can go up on the surface.
I can always get arrested by someone else who wants to put me in prison. Prison's not a horrible place. If someone wants to come find you,
That's
it's
true.
hard for them to break into a prison.
Now, how are you going to help us if you're in prison?
Look, we keep going to come back to this, but I have proven to be kind of a liability to the party so far. The king and his weird shriveled son are going to come try and kill me.
I think we're going to have to cross bridges when we come to them.
Okay. Just know that's going to happen.
Heck continues ahead of you guys.
Yeah, we'll keep pace with him.
He starts humming again. This time you can hear some of his words. He's actually starting to develop verses. When you're lost and alone and you don't know where to go, go hack and slash.
Go hack and slash.